over on YouTube.
Not yet. I got nothing.
Lord.
It says you're live.
Says I'm live. Says I'm live on YouTube. Somebody in YouTube, can you see me? Is it just me? Is it me? Yeah, look, I'm live. I can see it. Y'all ought to be able to see it. Although it says 19 are waiting, but yeah, Alex can wait. I think there may be a glitch over on YouTube. So on TikTok, Venman says we're all good. The Whiskey Wall's amazing from Maine. Appreciate it. Savannah, Georgia in the house. Cooper's back up in here. Do what? Netherlands watching.
The Netherlands. Ooh,
we've
been there.
We were there. We were there. Had a good time.
We did. Love it there.
The Lincoln would be tough to push. Everybody says I'm on, so I don't. Maybe you're just a little rewound, a little behind. But let's kind of jump into what we're trying to do today. The first thing we're going to do. Unfortunately, we don't really have anybody to blind, and I was way behind. My live stream rig is having a ton of technical difficulty. Bluetooth quit working, so you'll just see my mouse and keyboard today. But I was trying to fix that. We didn't have time to really figure out the blind. But I want to try these celebrity whiskeys and get a second opinion. A couple of these I've never even tried.
My opinion.
We've got Brad Paisley's Highwayman whiskey right here.
I like Brad Paisley.
We've got Bob Dylan's Heaven's Door. This is a single barrel store pick. We've got Metallica's Blackened whiskey back here.
Wow.
We've got Jason Aldean's Wolf Moon bourbon as well. And Bruce Buffer's Puncher's Chance. So what we're going to do is just go 2 by 2 and carry the winner over. So 2 by 2, pick a winner, get rid of the loser, and continue moving through until we pick a winner on these celebrity whiskeys. And let us know. I've got mine over here.
Got yours over here? Okay.
So let us know if there's a celebrity whiskey we're missing. There's still quite a few I'm trying to obtain. I know Drake's got Virginia Black. We're looking for a bottle of that. So trying to figure all that out. Roy, we had a conference in Utrecht. I'm probably butchering that.
We're probably butchering
we were in Amsterdam for a little while and then over to Utrecht. So it was fun. Mississippi in the building. YouTube's working. Needville, Texas is watching over on TikTok. No's not a celebrity. They do sponsor. Buffalo Trace is elite. Yeah, Buffalo Trace is good stuff. Looks like we got Matt ADHD Whiskey over on YouTube. How's it going?
Hey, Matt. I watched Matt's video today.
Longbranch, Longbranch we could add into this. Let's get through these and we'll add Longbranch at the end. Bradshaw, I don't have Bradshaw yet. I need to get that. From Oregon, comic books are not my thing, alternative. How is Proper 12? I did a review on Proper 12. You ought to be able to get so just check the channel. I think that Proper 12 review is pinned over on TikTok. Alex on YouTube, what's going on? Dalton from Gettysburg. Brother Bond, haven't had that yet, but it's high on the list. So Panama City is in the house, Keith says. Let's start with one I've never tried, and that is Brad Paisley's Highwayman.
You've never done?
I haven't even opened it yet, I don't think. I was just terrified. Like this one, the Willet, I have not tried yet. I opened the Willet right beforehand. I think I pulled the plastic off of this one, but I haven't even popped the cork. Let's hear that cork pop. A little wet, a little damp cork pop there.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so the Highwayman, American Highway Reserve. Excuse me, I'm calling it the wrong name.
American Highway
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. That looks like 101 proof. Use your magnifiers there. What does that prove right there?
90. Hold on.
That's not 90.
Give here.
That's not 90. Come on. Chris Scott, Bainbridge, Georgia in the house.
96 proof.
What?
96 proof.
Lord have mercy. Breckenridge Whiskey, Trey says over on TikTok is good. Nice.
It smells good.
Dave is a huge fan. I appreciate it. Hey, I don't know if I have any knowledge, man. I'm not a guy who knows things. I'm a guy who figures things out. So hopefully that's entertaining. I have no freaking clue.
Well, let's figure that out.
You don't ask.
People are asking. Yes, you do ask when people are asking.
96 proof.
I told you it was 96.
I know, and you got those telescopes on it. That helps. That helps. You want to read the back there for everybody while you're at it? Appreciate it. Wow, on TikTok. Okay. The Weller 12 lawnmower. That was a Weller foolproof lawnmower. Even worse. Even worse.
It says
Appreciate it, Nitro.
Hot summers and cold winters write the recipes for the world's best bourbons. Fluctuating climate expands and contracts the staves of a barrel, imparting oak and char that cultivate the characteristic flavors of America's spirit. We take that idea one step further, loading our barrels onto our rolling rickhouse, where the spirits age on the road. See what you wanted to do with Maggie.
I know, but they're all legal and
From
we're
the
not.
farmlands to the heartland, to the rugged terrain of the mountains and desert, to the beaches of each coast. This is a traveling whiskey with a story. Hints of the character of this beautiful land permeating the scent and taste of every drop in this exemplary expression.
You're good at reading.
I am, thank you. Look, now, with a story like that, this should be darn awesome, right?
I don't know. The better the story, usually the
This
iffier
should
the
be
whiskey.
really good.
That should be a t-shirt. The better the story, the iffier the whiskey. So this is Brad Paisley's bourbon right here. And somebody asked about that Heaven's Door a second ago. I don't know if I can find that comment again while you were reading, but that is made in Indiana. So that's MGP sourced.
I get some caramel.
Oh yeah, it's definitely caramel. A little bit of oakiness. Who distills this? Do we know who distills this? And somebody posted in the chat what the price about that is, or what the price on this is. I bought this. I actually stole this bottle. I'm going to tell you a story why I don't know the price.
You stole it.
Yeah, I kind of did. Not intentionally. Well, actually, I guess technically they gave it to me.
Right.
So
Which one is that?
Does it say? I mean, it's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, so it had to come out of Kentucky. This is Highwayman, American Highwayman. So the reason I went into a local gas station liquor store, which normally charges a little bit of a premium, so I knew I was overpaying, but I wanted this for a review. So I got to shoot this review in the next week or so. I went in there and I took this to the counter, and the woman in front of me was trying to buy some seltzers or something, some sort of alcoholic seltzer, and she ended up not buying them and bought something else and then left. And the woman checked me out, and she just scanned the seltzers, which I wouldn't buy seltzers. And she didn't scan this bottle at all. And then I just went, I wouldn't even pay attention. I just paid. And then I was like, can I have the receipt? She handed me the receipt. I was like, this is for seltzers. Ooh. And so I ended up paying like $17 for this bottle. And I told him, I was like, this is not for the bottle that I bought. And she's like, oh, I rang up the wrong thing. And she called the manager over, and the manager looked at it. And I'm like, I mean, you just refund and just charge me for this. And she's like, she didn't know how. She was confused. And I was like, or I'll just take this receipt and leave. And she's like, just go. I was like, fair enough. I'll take it.
It appears it's somewhere around $89 or $99 a bottle.
Well, it cost me $17.
Okay, well.
That's not right.
That's not right?
That can't be right, MSRP. That must be some secondary crap you're finding there.
Brandon
said he paid $100 to $110. Really?
See?
I paid like $17 for this one. I stole it. I feel even worse now that I stole this bottle right here. What does it taste like? Oof. It's a little oaky. Mm-hmm. A little bitter oak. It's all kind of one note. Like for me, and my palate's been a little off today. I was filming some videos earlier and I felt like my palate was a little off, but
I'm not sure about that.
It's all kind of one note bitter oak.
It's really bitter, yeah. Very bitter. Mm.
Yeah, not something exceptional.
No, not the worst I've ever had.
I don't think it's going to do well in this lineup, though.
It's not the worst I've ever had.
Don't think it's going to do well in this lineup. Like good oak or old tub oak, I think it's a little bit, I mean, honestly, I would probably say a little bit old tub oak.
It almost had a little spice to it, too, though.
A little bit. Yeah, I can see where you can get that. I get a little, almost like a little rye spice on the end. I don't know if it has any rye in it, but Huntington, Indiana over on YouTube. Appreciate you hanging out.
Brandon got the same thing, bitter oak and light spice.
Yeah. Jill's nailing it. She's starting to figure this out. Hey, Cristobal, I understand it's by Bruce Buffer, man. All right, so those that don't know, if you didn't see the video, I had to go to SEMA. I was gone for a week. And I was pumping out videos. I had to do like 6 videos, like a week and a half's worth of videos before I left. And I bought this bottle, and somebody's like, "Oh yeah, it's by the Buffer, the boxing announcer." And I was like, "Okay, Michael Buffer, that's cool." And I did my research. I Googled it. I had the whole story done. I was good to go, and I just didn't realize there were 2 Buffers that are boxing, and they're brothers apparently. I didn't even know there were 2. I don't watch boxing. I didn't know there were 2.
You gotta do your research, babe.
I did the research, and I just skimmed past the first name because I was in a hurry. It's just like Buffer, boxing announcer, his thing.
But are you really doing the research if you're skimming?
Well, here's the thing.
No.
Does it, it was just the intro to video, had nothing to do with my rating of the whiskey,
Okay.
right? It's just the intro, but we used the other brother in the intro.
Gotcha.
And said it was the other brother's whiskey. And so I had to take that video down. I don't mind making mistakes. I like the mistakes. I want to leave the mistakes in. But when it's just stupidity, I had to take that video down. So we may fix that. And,
just fix it and put it back
in. Oh, yeah, Doug. She calls me out, man. She calls me out. Take it easy, Elizabeth. Get back to the Eagles game. Lance Taylor with the super chat. Thank you, Lance.
Why didn't it do the thing he did?
It's just a little slow. It takes a second.
There it is.
Right? It's got to go through the whole internet and everything to get there.
Awesome. Thank you, Lance.
So appreciate it. Was the other brother named Darryl? This is Darryl. Larry. I'm Larry. This is my brother Darryl. This is my other brother Darryl. For those that don't know, name that
Elizabeth.
one. You may be a little young if you don't get that reference. Elizabeth George with the super chat. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Take it easy. Enjoy the Eagles game. All right, let's move to Heaven's Door. Now, this again is a store pick. This one is cask strength at 116.7 proof. So it's not a fair comparison, but we don't care about fair here.
Oh, thank
Nobody
you,
cares
Nitro.
if it's fair. Nitro with the super chat, $10, man. All the love and support in the chat tonight.
So what is cask strength?
Cask strength is basically the strength that it went into the barrel, I think.
Oh, so it went in there at that.
Yes, that is, foolproof. I think that's what it came out of the barrel.
Okay.
Cask strength's what it came out of the barrel. Barrel proof is what it went into the barrel.
Okay.
Or foolproof. Gotcha. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, don't listen to me for stuff. I'm just drinking whiskey and talking on the internet.
Okay, so I read something.
Bruce does UFC. Didn't realize that.
I read something that you should let it sit before you drink it. Is that a thing or not a thing?
Well, I mean, I feel like that's just then I have to just wait and look at it.
Well, I forgot what it
it
said, but basically let it sit and breathe a little bit before you
it wouldn't hurt.
Drink it.
Probably, you probably pick up more flavors, let a little of the alcohol dissipate.
Yeah.
But I want the proof, baby. I want the proof.
I'm not into the 116.
Yeah, if this is more than $100, this is dumb.
Really?
This is dumb. Like, I'm talking about the
highway.
The highway. This is bad. This is no bueno. At $100, that's insane. Andres, Brothers Bond. We're going to get some Brothers Bond here pretty soon.
I get a little bit of the bull peanuts from this.
From this? Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to like that. I'm not a big fan of the...
That's MGP. It's definitely got almost a little bit of that minerally flavor like you would get on a George Dickel. Like, if you had just pressed me, I would say that has some George Dickel blended into it, honestly. I don't remember picking that up before. It's got it almost tastes like a port-finished George Dickel. It's got a little sharpness to the finish. It's got a little kind of minerally oak to it.
Whew! Okay.
Is that better or worse than the previous?
Better.
But you didn't make those weird noises on the first one.
That was high proof. Like, that was
okay. So it's the proof that got you.
Yeah, it was the proof that got me.
Dylan says Puncher's Chance is terrible. I didn't think it was terrible.
It actually.
We'll get to it in a second, though.
It tastes a lot better than it smells. This one, because I got the bull, and like I like bull peanuts, but not drinking it.
There's more than one root of this thing. Somebody's asking if this is root 1 or root 2.
There's 2 roots.
Apparently they suckered people into buying enough of them that they.
Here, babe.
I don't know if it's on that.
I know. You need your glasses. It's okay.
I don't need glasses. It's just dark in here. I don't think it says.
I didn't see anything on there that said anything about what.
Unless it's in this, but if I put a light on it,
you can't see it.
It like reflects.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Aged in Kentucky. Like, I don't see any roots on this, man. Maybe that means it was one. They thought, hey, nobody would buy this, and we'd do another one. What do you think? Have Peerless. Peerless is good stuff, David. Peerless is good stuff. Rick, of course you'd be a drinking buddy. Had me at Boiled Peanuts.
Yeah, I'm not sure that this like would be on my favorites list, but it's pretty good.
It's a little, again, my flavor profile's been kind of weird today. My palate's been a little weird today. If you had handed that to me, I wouldn't have said that's MGP whiskey.
I think this is one I would like put some water in.
At the proof point, yeah. But I do believe even though it has a little bit of a minerally flavor, I prefer, like, this is a better buy, and I don't even know what the price on that one was either.
So
I try to forget. So if somebody asked me in front of her, I just say I don't remember what it was.
So we're doing like which one was best this one?
Yes, that one's best, and then we're gonna. So this one's just ruled out. This one's gone.
He's gone.
This is the end of the road. We need a Boyz II Men song or something to get rid of it. Yeah. DKG over on YouTube. I'm not a fan. Or not, wasn't DKG? Where was it at? Somebody. Oh yeah, Michael says I'm not a fan of Dickel. I'm not a fan of George Dickel. Ooh, you wouldn't like it. I assure you. I mean, we'll get some. ECW Sooners on TikTok likes boiled peanuts.
I like boiled peanuts.
I didn't get boiled peanuts on that, but I understand where you could get it.
Smell, but not on the taste.
It's that mineral note for me. I think that you're picking up as boiled peanuts. I got it in the smell,
but not the taste. Yeah. I didn't get boiled peanuts when I drank it, but I did when I was smelling it.
Brent on TikTok sipping on Four Roses small batch. Nice. Larry's hitting the tequila. Booker's review. We need to do one here pretty soon, for sure. Jonathan Scherer. I do have some Long Branch. We'll break the Long Branch out in a second and put it against whatever's left at the end. I didn't have enough shelves or bar space here, but we've got some Long Branch back there. We'll break that out as well. Here is another brand new one that I have not tried, and this is the Metallica Blackened. This is a blend of straight whiskeys finished in black brandy cask. Now, I do believe...
That sounds interesting.
I do believe that the finished whiskey is where Jill and I are going to divert and go down separate paths.
You think I'm going to like it?
I think you're going to like it, and I think I'm not going to like it, and I think I'm not going to like that you're going to like it, and I think you're not going to like that I don't like that you like it, and this may be the beginning of the end for us, and it may be all Metallica's fault.
All Metallica's fault.
Yep.
I don't think that's true, because if you don't like it and I like it, then there's just more for me.
That was a good cork.
That was a good cork.
Just more for you.
More for me.
Yeah, but then you give me a hard time, and then Nate's like, see, Jill's right, you're wrong. And I have to hear this in the Discord chat all the time. You want a glass?
Nate.
Let me pour some in a glass here? Get rid of your
See,
highway.
Uncle Nate already knows I'm right.
Get rid of the highway. And by the way, if y'all are not in the Discord, join the Discord. Links in the bio over on TikTok, and then we're pumping it always regularly in the YouTube chat. Hit the likes for me. Make sure you're subscribed and following.
So now it's between these two?
It is between these two. It is between these two guys right here. Did we freeze?
It looks like we might have froze.
Did we freeze? Are we YouTube or TikTok look good? It's frozen to me. Hopefully.
Are we frozen, folks? No.
I mean, we are not froze there.
I don't know.
Let me check YouTube. Make sure we're not frozen over there. YouTube looks good. So I guess, I don't know. TikTok's just glitching. No? Okay. So TikTok's new live stream studio is a freaking mess. I'm going to be honest with you. It is a freaking disaster. So it's ooh. I'll be honest. I like the nose on that better than that Heaven's Door. Now, I bought this bottle. I do remember because I bought this bottle on clearance. I went into Driftwood liquor store just off 30A. And this bottle was on clearance for $37. Alex Quick with the super chat, $5 over on YouTube. Have I ever tried Monkey Shoulder? I have not, but I know it's on our list of bottles to obtain.
I don't get much from this. Smelling it.
You don't get much at all? Like that cask strength burns your taste buds.
I don't get much.
I get kind of an interesting, kind of an interesting fruity oakiness to it.
I really don't get much, if anything. Maybe some fruity.
That's going to be tough because it doesn't have a ton of flavor. It's not super intense. You can taste kind of the dryness of the cask that it was finished in, the brandy cask. Evan with the $9 super chat. Thank you for the support, Evan and Alex. Man, a lot of love over on YouTube tonight.
It's not bad.
John Hall with the bourbon. That's right. Yes, Trey, we do have the Pepe or the Van Winkle Lot B Family Reserve, if that's what you're talking about. Sean just bought a Whistle Pig 15 for $130 on clearance. Nice, man. Good one. We need a super chat goal game tonight. So, Smokey, you and only you. I mean, you could take suggestions, but what is the super chat goal for tonight? Let me know. We're already rolling along. I don't even know what we're up to. I'd have to go back.
Smokey,
I'd have to go back and count where the super chats are at. Like, it's coming in hard tonight. Let's make sure I didn't miss any.
That's actually pretty good.
I thought like I said, I figured you would like these finished whiskeys here.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
So we're already up to what, $23, $33, $38? So what is the I think Doug may be way behind. I'm going to be honest. I think somebody let Doug know in the chat that I think he's way behind because he's still talking about the Daryl. My name's Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl. He might be a little behind. Favorite Southern dish? Shrimp and grits? Biscuits and gravy?
Ooh, favorite Southern dish. You know what? I'm going to have to go with biscuits and gravy because I wanted that so bad this morning. I wanted to go to Jack's and get biscuits and gravy, but I was too lazy and I didn't. So I just cooked myself some bacon and eggs. But yeah, I'm going to go with biscuits and gravy just because that's what was on my mind today.
Gianni Jr. with the $5 super chat. What type of bourbon do you like to smoke the glass with? I don't usually smoke the glass with just a neat bourbon. Normally, if I'm going to do a smoked glass, it's going to be an old-fashioned of some sorts. But we do have some mixed drinks in a little while. We might smoke some of those. Evan dropping the $20 super chat.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Thank you, Evan.
Evan. Did Penelope send y'all an email? I reached out to the CEO to hit y'all up. They did not. I haven't heard anything from Penelope. So keep hammering that CEO. Tell him to hit me up. I love Penelope stuff. Ryan, live subscriber over on TikTok. The mouse is so Ryan, if you weren't here earlier, my Bluetooth has completely died on the streaming rig. Like nothing Bluetooth works. It won't let me. Like there's some settings in there, but there's no switch to turn it on and off. And if I try to add a device, it's like there's no Bluetooth on this computer. I spent 2 hours on it today trying to fix it. Can't fix it. This streaming rig may be dead. Windows is like, you have to upgrade to Windows 11. We're not supporting this Windows 10 crap on this machine anymore. And then I go to Alienware. It's an Alienware, like 5-year-old Alienware rig. And Alienware is like, hey, we don't support Windows 11 on this rig. So Windows doesn't want me to have 10. Alienware doesn't want me to have 11. I don't know what the hell to do. So we're just no Bluetooth. We just got a shiny mouse that makes a lot of lights and some USB extenders. So
going old school.
All right, so Smokey says $100 goal. He asks if you have some pesto in the fridge.
Do I have pesto in the fridge? I am not sure.
I would say we'd do a pickle brine for you, but you threw away my Bloody Mary mix because we left it out.
Well, that's because you left it out, baby. I ain't getting food poisoning.
Well, that'd be a funny goal.
No, it would not.
No, wouldn't. Okay.
No.
Okay. Will you drink this beer?
Oh, no. We'll not do that.
You won't drink the 50-year-old beer there?
I will not drink a 50-year-old beer.
Doug wants me to tell about the cool car of mine. So if you were in the Discord, again, if you're in the Discord, check out the Lincoln Continental I bought this weekend for parts for my other one. It is a rusty piece of junk. There's like 100% chance that the city's going to send me a letter on this car. We dropped it right beside the house, and we started stripping it immediately because I know it's got to be gone. Matter of fact, the guy I'm trying to sell it to just texted me. I hope he's not backing out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's not. He's asked if I have a key. So I've got it sold already, so we got to get the parts off of it by Saturday because Sunday it's going to his house. Because if I've got 7 days before the city can officially say anything about it, it's got to be gone because it's in very, very, very bad shape. Very bad shape.
Yeah, it looks pretty rough.
Roy's got to get some sleep. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. Haven't had few. Bourbon Lover 69, just talked to him. So Jason is going to be in D.C. right before we go to Louisville.
DC.
I keep trying to hook up with him. I keep trying to get together to spend time with him. And our schedules just always have like just a little conflict with just slight overlap to make it complicated. So I'm trying to make it work. Believe me, I'm trying to make it work. It's just like right now we are getting crazy. I've got this weekend, then the next weekend we've got the Bourbon drop, and then we've got to be in Louisville, and then I've got 1 week, and then the following weekend I've got to be in Indianapolis, and then I got to be back here for the Bourbon Lottery. Yep. And then we got a little bit of time during December, and then January we're gone for like 2 or 3 weeks to Vegas for a couple of conferences. Yep. February is undetermined at this point, and then March is just shot.
Yeah, there's so much in March.
There's literally something I just found, like the Bourbon. It's Birmingham, the Birmingham Bourbon Festival.
Birmingham?
I think so. It's like late March. Alabama? I think, yeah. I think it's late March. Anyway, I found something in March. Like, I've got something every week in March. It's freaking nuts. DKG, appreciate you hanging out. All right, so what do you think? Is this better than the Heaven's Door?
I'm very conflicted on these two because this one, the Highway.
No, Heaven's Door.
The Heaven's Door. It smells really good. Like, I love the way it smells. But I think I like the way this one tastes better. So let me just do one more.
I don't know what. We didn't have a contingency for if we're split.
Oh, we didn't.
No, we didn't. We're just going to flip a coin.
Yeah, we have to agree, I guess.
So, in the chat there, did we come up with like a goal? Because Lord have mercy, we got to be, over $50 already. So, Nitro on YouTube got a bottle of Old Granddad, Bottle and Bond. But have not enjoyed it. Jim Beam Bourbon just said, hey, I understand.
I like the way Chris thinks.
What
in
Chris
that
think?
case, the wife wins.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes, Chris. No. Yes. Everybody that agrees with me and Chris, jump in there.
What's going on, Josh, over on TikTok? Avery, Jefferson's Ocean really depends on the void. Some great, some not good. So I'm not a huge fan of this blackened. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but I feel like
it needs something.
The sharpness.
It's missing something.
The sharpness, how it hits your palate. It's kind of dry, which a lot of finished whiskeys hit me that way. I just don't think it's better than this Heaven's Door.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree because it has more going for it. Yeah. There's just more in there.
More going. So this gets kicked to the curb. Jordan over on TikTok, I did not get my number called for the lottery, but we're going to walk up line and try to pull it out. See if we can't clutch up and get some. What week in Vegas? I literally may be there like January 15th, 16th through early February.
Yeah, that's a long time.
We're trying to rent a house because I'm going to be there. Like I've got to be there for like 4 or 5 days, and then we got like 6 days, and then I got to be there again. So we're talking about we've got a friend that has a house there, and if that doesn't work out, we got a contingency that I'm not going to mention.
What did you just pour?
I just poured this again because I was out to taste it against that.
Oh, I still have it.
Jordan, join the Discord. Link is in the bio. I'm going to be up in Louisville, and I'm going to do some bourbon hunting that Sunday, I hope. I'm going to try to hook up with Bourbon Kingdom, Zach from Bourbon Kingdom over on YouTube, and try to do some stuff if he's available. I haven't really hit him up now that I've confirmed what days. But be in the Discord. We're happy to have those conversations, or send me a DM if you don't want to do that. Not trying to... what location? I got my number called for I'm going to be in Auburn, Jordan. I'm going to be in Auburn. What number are you, Jordan? Jordan Davis. That's Jordan Nettles. Jordan Davis. We have tried Peerless. I love Peerless. Good stuff.
Oh, they're friends with a master distiller. Can hook you up.
Hook me up, Jordan.
Hook us up.
There's a Discord link in the bio to hook me up. I need all the hooking I can get. I have no clout.
Yeah, it's no clout.
I mean,
we have clout with me.
We're starting to get some followers. We just haven't got the clout yet. We got to go with clout. Alex dropping the super chat. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it.
I think we can agree on the question, though. What's your favorite bourbon?
Oh, William LaRue Weller. But like, if you want something a little more attainable, go with the Weller Antique 107. I hear the Weller 12 is getting very difficult to get now that Yellowstone featured it.
Oh, I saw that on a TikTok today.
I got to do the video. We got to do a video on what it takes to obtain one now. So I'm working on that.
So this is Wolf Moon.
This is Jason Aldean's Wolf Moon Bourbon. So again, low proof. The Heaven's Door is going to stand out on proof. This guy here is 80 proof. It is distilled from Midwestern grains by Old Camp. I assume. I don't know. They may source it. I can't read the little fonts. Jill's going to have to read the little fonts. Sutton over on YouTube. Yeah, I like Four Roses Small Batch a lot, man. It's good stuff.
Nope.
Yes, William LaRue Weller's not in stores. So Weller Antique 107 is a little more available. If you talk about stuff that you can just get, like, just about anywhere, we drink a lot of ancient age. Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. I go through Wild Turkey 101 a lot. The bottle I don't have right now is Woodford Double Oaked. Like, honestly, that's probably the bottle that's, like, available in stores everywhere that just gets gone every time we have it. So those are some good ones if you just want bottles that we tend to go through here at the bar with me and the people who come over to drink with me. So Jay Springston over on TikTok is headed back from Louisville with my Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C922. Way smoother than the proof, 124.8 proof. Alabama's dropping Elijah Craig Barrel Proof like in 2 weeks this month in their bourbon drop. And I'm assuming it's the C release, but I don't know if I want to go wait in line to find out. So probably just going to skip the drop this month, honestly.
When is it this month?
2 weeks, whatever, 2 weekends from last Saturday. So I don't even know what day of the week it is half the time, much less what date they're going to do the drop. Brian says my top 10. I'll have to do a video about that, Brian. That's going to take a little while. My top 10 is probably going to be like 20 bottles deep, though. I'm just going to let you know. I'm not
top five.
I'm not good at restricting. Yeah, my top 5 bourbons
he doesn't
for
like
beginners is like 8.
parameters.
I don't like limitations, baby. We got to have some bonus whiskey.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
That is just so basic
It's like
and
nothing.
bland
It's
and
like
watered down.
Watered down, yeah. It's so watered down.
It's like
There's
that.
nothing to it.
It's like that bottle of Jack Daniels your mama drank half of and then just filled it with water.
Yeah. That's not. I'm sorry. No, you can move that one on out of the lineup.
Yeah, this is the worst one.
How much is that? Like, how much do people have to pay for that? You don't remember? Okay.
I have all the receipts, but I can't dig through it to find out. Like, I don't.
Because
I have a budget, I spend it, and then sometimes it's 3 bottles, sometimes it's 5 bottles. I don't know.
The biggest Jason Aldean fan, and you just gotta try his bourbon. I'm gonna say a big no on that one. I'm gonna say that would be a waste of.
Sutton says, can you make an old fashioned for Four Roses small batch? I mean, you could. I don't have a Four Roses small batch in the house right now. I think we're going to do an old fashioned here in a second. As soon as we get through these celebrity whiskeys, we've got some mixed drinks we're going to do. Jill's got some fun stuff we're going to play and try out here in just a minute. She's got a book that's like Drink Like a Woman.
No, it's Drink Like a Lady.
Drink Like a Lady. So she's going to have me drink like a lady here, and she went and got all the ingredients.
TJ's
We're going to drink like a
lady.
So, and then I think we're going to try some different bourbons and old fashions.
This is what we got when we were in Vegas. We found this at a little shop in Vegas.
Sagamore Rye would be fantastic in an old fashioned. We might do that here in a bit. We might do that. We're going to do, I think she wants to try it neat, try it in an old fashioned. So is it good neat? Is it good in an old fashioned, or should you pass on it? Jesse's, Matthew McConaughey's Wild Turkey. We're going to try that here in just a second. We just don't have it on the bar. We're going to add it to this mix.
So this one looks like it's around either $20 to $30, which...
that seems reasonable. No, it's not. Not reasonable. No.
That one is not.
No.
Not
like Jason Aldean, all due respect.
Yeah.
No.
But no.
No.
I wonder, did he taste that before he?
I'm sure he did.
Put his name on it and said, "Yeah, I want my name on that."
He's like, "It's fine. It's whiskey. Somebody will like it." And then it's like, and probably somebody does. And if I hurt your feelings by saying it's bad,
oh no, if you like it,
then
that's great.
Don't take it to heart. But your taste in whiskey not that good. And that's cool. Like, you're welcome to hang out. My taste in all sorts of things is terrible. My taste in cars is terrible. And that's a lot more expensive than, well, it's not that much more expensive than whiskey. It's not that much more expensive than whiskey. Never trusted a celebrity whiskey. I agree. I keep trying, though.
I don't know. This one's pretty good.
This one's pretty good. But this is all just MGP source stuff. Longbranch over Wolf Moon. Oh, I would agree with that, Jeremy. And I think Jill will agree with it here in just a second. I've not tried Charles Wood. We still got a ton of celebrity whiskey we're trying to buy, Brent. So we're trying to buy. So that Charles Woodson's. I know Drake's got one we can't find. Haven't had Brothers Bond yet. It's really high on my list, though, Jordan. We are trying to get to them, but like it's just like I got a budget. I spend that.
He does not got no budget.
I do. I just don't tell you what it is. I don't tell you what it is.
Don't let him tell you he got a budget.
Beg to differ on my car taste, Chris. You ain't even seen yet, though, man. I'm just buying the good ideas. I never buy the bad ideas.
He goes through about 1,000 ideas for every one that he actually buys.
My mission in life, but this is my entire goal in life at this point, is I just want to make enough money to fund the bad ideas too. Right? I feel like I'm doing a disservice to the bad ideas by only giving the good ideas money. And I need to be able to throw a little money at the bad ideas too, because you never can tell when those are going to work out. Like the bad ideas that work out usually end up being a lot more fun than the good ideas.
Like a pickle brine video.
Oh, no. Alan Jackson. Okay.
I love Alan Jackson.
He's got a whiskey?
I don't know. If he does, we need that one. Love Alan Jackson.
All right.
See, I would be like I said, if you love Jason Aldean, sure, try it. I loved Alan Jackson, so.
If you love Jason Aldean, just spend that $30 on a couple albums. Enjoy the heck out of them for the rest of your life.
Might as well get you some of that and drink it while you listen to the albums.
Daniel over on YouTube thinks Brothers Bond is no bueno.
Is that what we're about to have?
No, this is Puncher's Chance by Bruce Buffer, not Michael Buffer, not the guy that says, let's get ready to rumble. I probably just got copyright strike for that one. Probably did. He's copyrighted that.
You think so?
I think so. I know he is.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I might have just got copyright striked. I don't know. Brian, we actually have discussed, Brian over on TikTok says, worst 5. We've discussed this video internally. The problem is every time I don't like a bottle, I just give it away. Like somebody comes in, I was like, here, take this. Somebody came in, I was like, you want this George Dickel 15 year? They're like, yeah. I bought the Woodford Reserve 5 malt I don't even know what it is. What is it? The 5 malt stouted mash or some crap like that? I don't even know. I was like, Nate, you want it? Nate's like, yeah. I was like, here, take it. So it doesn't matter how expensive it is. If it's bad, I get it off my bar because I don't want to drink it. So I just don't have the bottles. I could talk about them, and we've talked about maybe doing that, but I really want the visual. So I'm going to start keeping bottles that are bad and eventually get to that. Puncher's Chance store pick out of Georgia. Nice. Graph Tanker 98 with the $5 super chat. Thank you for the support. Just got into bourbon recently. Love the channel. Great info. Out here in Huntsville, hating the allocation.
You. Yeah.
I'm going to do a video on the allocation here pretty soon because we've done a couple. We've done a couple on YouTube where we talk about what it takes to get a Blanton's, what it takes to get a Weller Antique 107. And I get a lot of people that are like, waiting in line's dumb. I just paid the money for the bourbon. So I'm thinking about buying a Weller 12. I'm going to do a video because it's not in an allocation in Alabama anytime soon. Don't know when it will be. So I'm thinking about going through the process of getting it on secondary and doing some different things and documenting that. My main concern with that video is if I go through the process of showing what it takes to get a bottle on secondary, like peeling back that curtain and exposing what happens on the secondary market might rub some folks the wrong way. So we'll see. We'll see. Alex Quick with the super chat over on YouTube. Man, I appreciate the support. Have you ever tried 1792 Foolproof? Yes. Got a bottle right back here behind these other 1792s. Pretty good. I prefer the 12 year. Matter of fact, in our next live stream next Monday, what we may do is try some 1792s. What do you think?
I think I'm not going to be here with you wonderful folks on Monday. I got to go get the hair
thing.
did.
Okay, that's good. So I got a break. Are you taking the kids with you? They got to get their hair did too, right?
Break from who?
What are you talking about?
Break from what?
Nothing.
What do you need a break from? You have the most wonderful wife and children
fantastic.
ever.
You're just leaving me for a little while. I'm
we're
gonna
leaving you just for
gonna
one
be
night.
devastated. I'm just wondering how devastated.
Thank you, Chuck, for my basket fund. Thank you. Did anybody? Did they?
We talked about the baskets you left on the last live
left
stream.
a little basket. I was actually going to put all his bottles in baskets on the shelves, but I thought that's a little overkill, Jill. That's probably a little too much. So I just put it here. Just a little basket for you guys. Just, you know.
The basket
fun. Thank you, Chuck.
Get Me Fit says, have you seen? I did see the new Elvis bourbon, but There's an
Elvis bourbon?
I passed on it. I did. I saw it in Vegas.
You did what?
It just looked like some source crap. They just put Elvis is dead, Jill. He didn't have nothing to do with it.
I don't care.
Like he's dead.
I don't care.
They had Elvis and they had Carol Shelby, and I probably should have bought, but there's budget, and I was over it.
You gotta get the Elvis bourbon.
Okay. I will get the Elvis bourbon next time I see it. I promise.
Oh my goodness.
What about the Carol Shelby bourbon?
Well, you probably need to get that because you made a reference the other day about you looking like or dressing like him or putting a hat on. I don't know, but
yeah, okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I look like I ate him.
But you've got to get the darn Elvis.
I saw it.
My goodness.
Didn't buy it. Rainy. I love Michter's. Yeah, we got a bunch of Michter's behind us. Love Michter's. Let's see. Fire Rescue picked up a Pappy's at a liquor store and a Blanton's at a grocery store. Man, was it the same day? That's a good year. Must last a good day. The oldest one I have is about 18 years old. 18 years in the barrel. Still a Crown Reserve. Ooh, they dropped Crown 18 and 24, I think, are the years over in Columbus today, and I can't get over there. Sunglasses don't show up. I disapprove. Sorry about that, STO. We're doing the like bigger stream through the so we can use the big cameras and stuff. We're trying to build a much, much bigger show, and honestly, it sucks a little bit because TikTok doesn't promote it as much. So we may have to change a little bit. But I apologize for those types of things not showing up. I honestly didn't realize they didn't. I knew we couldn't see them, but it's...
See what?
Like, when we're streaming on the iPad and somebody gives us like a little hat to pop on your head or sunglasses to pop on your head.
Oh, really?
And now apparently they don't. Our whole view of our stream on TikTok is completely frozen right now.
Yeah, we can't.
And I'm afraid to mess with it.
Yeah,
so TikTok, this new thing with TikTok to do the high quality stuff is very, very, very buggy. And so we get like 25% the amount of views. We'll do like 5,000 views over there instead of 20 to 50,000 views. And a lot of little things are buggy. They're still working out. Hopefully they'll fix it soon.
Shaq owns all the rights to Elvis, like the whiskey, or
like everything Elvis, like all the music, everything. Doggone, that would be awesome. I've got a sample of Balcones there, Jesse, but I haven't drank it yet. STO's just kidding. But
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying it is a thing I didn't even know. I appreciate you letting me know. So
okay, so where are you at on this? Because I'm struggling a little bit on this choice.
Yes, let me answer a couple more things here. Owensboro has a bar in the Miller House. They have 500 different whiskeys, Barry says over on YouTube.
Wow.
Recognize, I'm new to this. The glass is a bit of a game changer. I am working, so I bought a Lincoln Continental this weekend, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but that money was supposed to buy Glencairns with the Brewzle logo on it, and I bought a car instead. So, but I've sold the car, and I'm supposed to deliver it next weekend, and then I'm going to use that money from where I sold it for exactly what I paid for it. I get my parts, I sell it, and then I'm going to use that money to buy Glencairns with the Brewzle logo, and then we'll do a video.
Long sleeve Brewzle shirts.
Well, I don't need money for that. I just got to create them and put them on the website.
Right.
So, so we're going to have some of these with the Brewzle logo. If you're in the Discord or if you just watch, that'll be helpful. We'll promote it there. I had a little money saved up from patrons, but I promised our patrons, I promised every one of them, channel members, YouTube subscribers, I promise y'all from the beginning that I will spend everything you donate in the least responsible way I possibly can. So we took all of the money we made from patrons, from supporters last month to Vegas, and we dropped it on the roulette wheel, one spin. The video comes out tomorrow morning. Y'all will just have to wait and see what happens.
I didn't approve of this.
It's liable to get suppressed. I don't know how they feel about gambling content, but the video comes out tomorrow.
I did not approve of that.
Yes to a Jill glass.
Oh.
Put your name on the glass, and Brewzle glass
inside. Nate.
It just needs to be a Jill glass. We just need a Brewzle glass and a Jill glass. What would a Jill glass say?
I don't know.
We need a Jill logo.
Ooh. I can get my own logo.
You can do anything you want.
Look at there.
All right, so you're a little iffy on this.
I'm struggling because I think this one has more of like that something like
There's
that.
a lot more going on there.
Yeah, but this one overall is really good. Like the smell, the taste, the after, like it's just overall really, really good. I like it a lot.
I think it's a pretty good whiskey.
It doesn't give me as much of a, oh wow, that's kind of odd. But this one overall, it's really good.
I'm struggling here too. So for those, this one is what, 90-ish proof? That's what it tastes like. 90 proof exactly. So 90 proof, it's not bad at all. It has, it's not like overwhelmingly complex. It's a little thin. This one is super complex.
Yeah.
Now the problem is some of the things going on here I'm just not a huge fan of tonight. It tastes like George Dickel to me a little bit. Like it has a little bit of a minerally sweetness to it, and an oakiness. And I'm just really not a fan of George Dickel. So,
but it's really good too.
But I didn't get that mineral taste on it before. When I tried it, when we first popped it, and I first had that taste. This is closer than it should be. Like, this is not a fair comparison at all. I don't care. I don't care for fair comparisons. It's celebrity whiskey. This is a celebrity whiskey. Puncher's Chance come out with a barrel strength. I'll freaking try it. I'm going to have to go with the Heaven's Door. Just because it's got more going on, and the proof just makes it stand out a bit. You agree or disagree? Do we need to flip a coin?
Agree or disagree?
To agree or disagree? That is the question. Jill Glass has baskets. It should come. You should only. I tell you what we should do. What we should do is sell 6 Brewzle Glencairns in a basket. The Jill basket with a handwritten note from Jill. Yes.
Okay.
No, it says the best use of donations. Hey, so this was the thinking. I wanted to buy 10 cases of Glencairns. That was going to cost about $5,000. And so I thought if I took the money from patrons and I put it on the roulette wheel, that would be exactly $5,000. We could then sell those and then use that to buy a barrel of whiskey or something, and just, that just expedite some of the stupid ideas. I told you, all I wanted is enough money to do the dumb ideas. And so that would expedite the amount of money to the dumb ideas. But if we lost, not a huge loss.
Right.
So you just have to watch the video to see how it all played out. Jill Brewzle logo. Jillzle? The Jillzle? No. I
have my decision.
Linda's in for a basket of Brewzle glasses.
Thank you, Linda.
Country Boy can't. Well, I mean, so you're talking about like $500 for the glasses, Country Boy.
$5,000. You said $5,000.
$5,000. Yeah, but that's like, what are there, 72 glasses to a case? So that's like 720 glasses. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
All right.
What do you think?
Heaven's Door.
Heaven's Door. STO did not like Puncher's Chance.
I mean, I like it.
I thought it's pretty good.
I mean, I think overall it's a really good bourbon.
And I'm wondering, if somebody doesn't like it, like, what is it about it that they don't like?
Yeah.
Is theirs different than the one we've got? I don't know.
Maybe. But I really liked it.
So let's try Longbranch. Last one. We're just going to have to go with a used glass. We're running out of Glencairns.
Do you want any of this?
No, thank you. Let me grab the Longbranch if I can find it. It's back here somewhere. There it is. Have you tried Longbranch?
No, I don't think so. Is that Matthew McConaughey's?
Yes. All right.
Now, I love me some Matthew McConaughey.
So, yeah, have you tried Longbranch?
No, I don't think so.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did. Sipping on Punchers, it's okay. I mean, I didn't say it was the best, Gianni. I didn't say it was the best, but it's pretty good. JK said, I'll donate 100 for 23 red. So what we put it on 20, just 20, like no color, just 20, right? Which, I mean, 23 red would be just a number. So, like I said, you'll just have to see how that played out. It was fun. Now,
Longbranch.
I may go to jail for recording in a casino. I don't know how that's going to happen. I may get banned. I won't go to jail. I may get banned. I may get banned from a casino. Scott, no, we'll be in Louisville on the 27th, 28th, and drive back 29th. So driving up 27th, we're there the 28th, driving back 29th. got some of the supporters along with us. Some of the channel. I don't even know where everybody supports us. I think we may have some TikTok live subscribers, some YouTube channel members, and some patrons coming to do the barrel picks.
Yes, Uncle Nate.
Try the mix.
The big pour.
You just blew them.
You told me.
You just blended them all together.
Yeah, you told me.
And now people want us to try the mix. Is that the goal? We got to get the goal. We do the
okay,
mix.
Well,
with
yeah. Okay, that can be the super chat goal.
I don't know if
do y'all want that to be the super chat goal? I don't know.
I think we should just try that anyway. Like,
no, not just anyway.
Like the super chat goal should be something interesting at least.
Matthew wanted to do a spiced whiskey, but Russell said no, and they went to Texas Staves instead. I think Matthew was on to the right. Yeah, well, he should have just listened to his own self.
Okay, so this is oak and Texas mesquite charcoal refined. So I think basically they put it into like oak and Texas mesquite staves or something.
That doesn't even sound
it.
like that would be good.
Mesquite?
Not in a bourbon. Like maybe on
barbecue, maybe.
Barbecue, but
honestly, I'm not a big barbecue mesquite fan. Give me some hickory. I'm from Alabama. Longbranch is great, 90 proof for the price and easy to find. STO Serious says there on TikTok. Scott, man, you didn't invite me. So Scott, what we did was when we did the barrel pick, I had 5 spots, me and 5 spots. Like Jill didn't even get invited. 5 spots.
I mean, I'm going.
You're going, but you're not going to the barrel pick.
But I'm not going to the barrel pick.
So we started, like, we have if you're a live subscriber, like STO Series, see the little brew logo, or Ryan, who's in here a little while ago. If you've got one of those, you've been invited to a Discord server. Everybody's in the Discord server, but we've got a private channel. If you're a YouTube channel member over here, it looks like Linda and Nate are showing up over there as channel members. Or if you're a patron, you're in that private chat. So we post stuff in that private chat, and that's where we invite people to do things and participate in barrel picks. And then if we don't have enough from from those folks who can go and are interested, then we'll just post it in the Discord in general. So, Invade's doing good over on YouTube. Keith, we're gonna do the leftovers. What do you think about that? Have you tried the Longbranch?
It's pretty good. I just don't see any way it beats the Heaven's Door.
Yeah, there's just a glorious amount of bitter oak on the finish of that, right? Chroma over on YouTube says 101 cheaper and better than Longbranch, and I agree 1,000% that Wild Turkey 101 is better than that whiskey right there.
Oh, I've never had Wild Turkey.
You've had 101.
Have I?
Yeah.
Okay.
It may have been a while,
remember.
but you've had it. That's my favorite, like, $20-ish bottle of whiskey. Channel Jay-Z, cheers!
I mean, that's not bad. It's pretty good.
Dylan over on TikTok's drinking Woodville cash strength. I wished I had some of that.
But that definitely wins.
Scott, maybe let me know, man. Get in the Discord. We'll plan over there and talk. We'll see. I don't know how much time we're gonna have. I've got a lot planned for that, but maybe you can hook up with us. We can do something. Like I said, we're gonna have 5 or 6 folks there. I'm excited about it.
We should get suggestions because we're not gonna be able to visit all the distilleries and places.
We may not be able to visit any of the distilleries or places.
We got to do some of them.
Okay.
So if we were gonna go to like one distillery, where do we like absolutely have to go?
What's the one? What's
the one
in Louisville?
In Louisville. What's the one place we really need to go? Because we only have a couple of nights, right? Yes.
All right, so I think we both agree that the Heaven's Door is the best celebrity whiskey that we've tried tonight.
Who makes that?
That is Bob Dylan. It's MGP. They sourced it from Midwest Grain Products, now Rawson Squibb, and then they bottle it. This is a store pick, so it's a little different than most of the ones I've had. I do have a Heaven's Door 10-year that we're about to do a review of, but I have not opened that yet. Just found that recently.
That same name, but 10.
Yeah, I think so. I think the 10 years may be a blend. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look at that. But this one is a single barrel from Indiana. Again, pump the likes if you would. Make sure you're following. It really helps me out. Really See if we can get as many folks into this live stream. That's always good as possible. I haven't even been checking the stats. We've got 96 concurrents over on YouTube. I don't know what the Is that peak concurrence, or is that what's over there currently right now?
Not.
TikTok's completely frozen. I have no freaking clue what's going on TikTok. I have not tried Sweetens Cove, Jesse says over on TikTok. I haven't tried that. I want to. It's on my list, but it's so expensive for what I think it's got a lot of George Dickel whiskey in it, and I'm just not a huge fan. So what did you bring? What's next, Jill? What are we doing? We are at about 9 o'clock. We spent an hour going through those celebrity whiskeys. We said it'd take about 30 minutes. Took us an hour.
We're slow. I think you want to do the neat or sweet.
Let's give that a try. Big Burn over on YouTube. That is not the 10-year. That is a store pick. I have the 10-year, but that is not. That is a store pick. So.
And Charles, we tried the blackened by Metallica.
Yeah, that was in the list.
It was in
the list. It didn't do particular. It wasn't bad.
It
was probably middle of the pack. So Fox, Fox on YouTube, we have the best bourbon whiskey for eggnog planned. And I don't know if we'll do the best. We're just going to try a bunch of them and pick something realistically, right? Rando drinking Russell's Reserve 10. Nice. Circle City with the Old Forester. Keith with the Buffalo Trace. JK, Peerless or Old Forester are probably my favorite in Louisville. It'd be tough to pass on Old Forester. It'd be tough to pass on that, I'll be honest. Double wheated Old Elk. I don't have double wheat. I have wheated, but I don't have double wheated. The mix. Randy wants me to try the mix. Let's try the mix, Jill. What do we think?
No, I think that's super chat goal, right? Like
folks are already giving a ton of super chats.
Oh my goodness.
What is? You got something left over there? Here, let's.
I like this.
Get it all. What is it?
It's the Heaven's Door.
Okay, well that's some of what I just poured in. You keep it.
No,
it's fine.
I don't look. I ain't drinking all that because what's his name? Kaysen's already concerned about our health, so we need to. We're good, Kaysen. Yes, and we don't drink every day, but thank you for your concern.
Let's see. I don't know if I could report, but I can't. TikTok be a little frustrating with this setup, I'll be honest.
It's all right. Move on.
It's okay.
Double wheated tastes like honey nut cherry. I like honey nut Cheerios.
That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not good. It's not bad.
It's not good. It's not bad.
Ben, what's going on?
And actually, remember, I sent you an article that bourbon is actually good for your health.
Kaysen's like, for what? Kaysen, here's the deal, man. I'm going to be straight with you. We don't drink every night. We stream on Wednesdays and Mondays. I stream on Wednesdays, Mondays. She just streams on Mondays. We come in here, we hang out, we have a few drinks. I don't think we're doing anything inappropriate. I appreciate your concern for our health, but realistically, we don't need the negative vibes, man. That's all. We're just trying to put on a show. We're having trying to entertain some folks. We're trying to have a good time. We got a bunch of cool folks in here. We don't need somebody bringing down the vibe. You didn't do anything particularly bad, but at the same time, be positive or bounce, man. Your choice. Old Forester for sure. Booker's Uncut Graph Tank.
That's actually pretty good.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I mean,
but we didn't put any bad whiskey in there, so why would you think that would be bad?
That might have been second.
Wife bought some Costco eggnog wine, Chris on YouTube says. Man, was okay last year. I'd like to add bourbon to eggnog.
Yeah,
nice.
That would be good.
Ben, we actually read an article that bourbon was good for your health if, in moderation. So
yeah, well, of course, in moderation, like you can't
yeah.
But it did say it had lots of health benefits. For
sure. What's your favorite rabbit hole? I don't know if I have Cave Hill's the only one I got on the bar right now. So
oh yeah.
Yeah. Somebody in a whiskey live stream complaining about alcohol consumption. So how you streaming in landscape? Oh, Jake, secrets, man, secrets. It took a while. I had to get an agent to make it work. We had to do some negotiations with the TikTokers. George Dickel, Buck Killer, is my least favorite, so it'd probably be something George Dickel. Were y'all both already into bourbon? No, we've been married since we weren't old enough, pretty much since we weren't old enough to walk, much less drink.
We were old enough to walk, but no, we were not always into bourbon.
No, honestly, we didn't start drinking anything until we were well on into our 30s.
Yep.
So really, bourbon is kind of
No.
Well, I mean, I guess I've been
Not
drinking
to
a
you.
little bit of bourbon for the past 5 years or so, and then
And I know it's controversial, but I guess if you consider Jack
yeah, that's bourbon.
bourbon,
I don't, yeah.
then we've been drinking
Listen,
it for a while.
if there's
yeah.
anybody in here that gets upset by me just implying that Jack Daniels is bourbon, you're just gonna not like my content. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're not gonna like it. I understand it's not, but you're just not gonna like it because we're not that serious about it. Hoosier Digits is on the list. I have not bought it yet. Catch up over on YouTube. Let's see. I have not tried the Old Forester King Ranch, but I supposedly have one in the mail, so I'm looking forward to giving that a try. If bourbon is good for your health, then consider me Jack LaLanne. I don't even know who Jack LaLanne is, but I'm assuming he's healthy. Regret not picking up more Japanese whiskeys when I was over there. Hey, we all got regrets, man.
Have
Everybody's
you had
got a
Japanese
budget.
whiskey?
A little bit, not a lot.
I've never had Japanese whiskey.
I like bourbon. Why not? Like, why you got to keep getting stuff? Like, people are like, try
Well,
this.
I mean, it's
I'm like,
good to try.
I tried a little. I tried a little at a bar. Didn't care much for it. But we're about to start doing more scotches. We're going to do more Japanese whiskey. Like, I would much rather do that than a video about pickle brines. Yeah. Right? But the pickle brine video is doing pretty good on YouTube.
I love pickle juice.
Yeah.
Like, I love pickles, pickle juice, but I don't know about putting Bloody Mary mix in with tomato and ugh, no.
Not my
I actually
thing.
had my first Bloody Mary a couple weeks ago, and I was not a fan. Not a fan of the Bloody Mary.
So what is this? What is this neat or sweet you want to try to do?
Okay, so
here?
neat or sweet is going to be, we're going to try the bourbon neat, and then you're going to make an old fashioned with it. And we're going to see, do we like it better just neat, or do we like it better in the old fashioned sweet? Or
You want to just take our winner here and do that with it?
if
Or you got a whiskey in particular?
I don't have any in particular. We'll take our winner.
All right, cool.
Winner.
Charles on
winner.
YouTube says, were you a beer guy before the whiskey? I asked because the name Brew. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't even drink beer until I was on into my 30s. But yeah, I started drinking beer before I got into bourbon. And the Brewzle name does come from that. It's a kind of a long story, but I had started working on this app, and we did the branding and the name Brewzle, and then we just never really finished the app. So the world changed. The iPhone was introduced. So I say app, it was a website, and then the iPhone was introduced. So we just kind of canceled the whole project. And I had the name and the branding. I've been sitting on it for like, I don't know, 12, 14 years at this point. I was like, let's freaking use it. And so when we did the content, we were going to do a lot of beer and barbecue. I used to own a barbecue restaurant, so I'm kind of into barbecue a little bit as well. But the bourbon stuff was just doing so well, and I was having so much fun. And honestly, it's easy to just go strong into one category. So we ended up just going all in. So the branding doesn't make a lot of sense anymore, but it seems to be working for us.
Can't change it now.
Big Pun just started drinking bourbon at 50, been a year and love it. Nice, Big Pun. Thanks for hanging out with us. Jack Daniels Barrel Proof is on point. Jack Daniels is on point with everything. Honestly, everything. I usually say everything that's not Old Number 7, but honestly, Old Number 7 is great as a mixer.
Yeah.
Like, it's fantastic as a mixer. Buck Killer on TikTok. Rare Breed's one of my faves, man. That's like the best bottle of whiskey you can get for under $50. So, we're going to try neat and an old fashioned. All right, get me two of those round glasses over there. I'm assuming we're going to do 2 old fashions is what you want here?
If you want to do 2, yeah.
Are you going to drink a whole one?
Probably not.
Well, I'll make one and we'll split it.
Okay, there we go.
We don't have any. We're going to need ice, maybe.
Let me go get some ice.
If we have ice, yeah.
Ice.
Do we have a little small measuring device? See right over there on top?
A small measuring device. I'd be like Vanna White.
Well, I mean, I'm from the South. I can't even say
Oh, no,
what
that's
this
not
is
Vanna
called.
White. That's like The Price is Right.
Yes. There you go.
That's what it is. All right. So, we need ice, and then we need, what do you need with the orange? Like
I got
a
it.
peel?
I got a knife right there.
Okay,
I got a knife right
orange right there. Anything else while I'm up that we need?
I don't think so, babe.
All right. Like what kind of ice? Just the ice ball?
I think all the ice ball molds are over there because we shot a video the other day with ice balls. I think the big rectangular one with the non-clear, the ones that go in the press, but honestly, that might be too large. Just see what we got.
Gotcha.
The ice bucket may be in there, and it may have some ice in it.
All right.
So just grab what you can. Scavenge. Scavenge. Measure. Yeah, Michael, we got to measure these. I know measuring is for professionals, and if I were just making it for me, I would I'd just go for it. Like, it ain't no sense in doing all this crazy measuring nonsense, right? So we got a half ounce of Demerara, a Luxardo cherry, 2 ounces of bourbon, a couple of dashes of Angostura bitters right here. I just missed the whole friggin' thing with the left hand. I was trying to go left hand, missed the whole deal right here. I'm not good right-handed, much less left-handed. Okay.
Oh my!
Do we have ice in there? Oh no, we have a little ice. We have the steel balls.
What is this? That's not an ice ball?
That is. We have 1 ice ball. Perfect.
Well, that's all we need.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Where's this orange at? Right here. All right. So just a little cheat for y'all here. Don't be judging my bartending, okay? All right. If you are a bartender or bartender judge, just close your eyes for a few minutes, okay? And then come back. I don't want to run you off. Like, you're welcome to hang out, but don't be judging my skills here, okay?
His skills. Because
my skills are a little rough. So, like, Jill likes a little orange, but then I try to express this guy, and very little expresses. So what I do is
he just throws it in there.
I just cheat a little.
He just throws it in there.
Just a touch of orange juice there. And
do I get to plop the ice ball?
Okay. Hold on.
Because you normally...
Hold on, whoa. Don't plop the ice ball, Jill. Don't plop... We're going to get a close-up.
It's cold!
You don't want to pick it up. Here, hold on. Quick
did
play
you put
right.
the bourbon
Look,
in there?
right here. Yes.
Okay.
Right there. Plop.
Oh! That was a big plop.
There you go.
That was a big plop.
We have made a mess. Very sticky mess. It's what we do. The freaking glass was stuck to the bar here.
Got paper towel though. We're good.
Oh, that is not cold at all. But honestly, that's pretty good in an old fashioned. That's going to be hard to beat that.
Clean up your mess.
Yes.
Actually, that was my mess.
Clean.
Clean up,
Rick
clean up.
Rick will take an old fashioned as well.
Everybody,
so hey, yours
everywhere.
Is, I just made yours right over here, Rick. Come get it.
Clean up.
Measuring was for professionals.
All right.
But my wife gets mad at me if I don't measure. Because see, when I just do mine and I'm not measuring, what they start off alcohol light to me, perfect for her, and they get more alcohol heavy as the night goes on. But she wants them consistent, so I've got to, I got to break my rule. You're making me look bad in front of my people here, Jill.
He's just doing it for me because he loves me. Okay.
I know. Chuck give me a hard time over there too. Sometimes you've just got to break your rules for your wife. That's all it comes down to. Exactly, R. Wilson. Appreciate it, Craig.
That's good.
Let me catch up. Measuring, yeah. Michael Smith Station used to live in Salem. Nice, Graph Tanker. Jump in the Discord. We've been dropping the Discord all night. So jump in the Discord. We've got a little local channel we're just starting. We may start doing some things and inviting people and doing stuff. So Keith says any H2O minus 32 will do. Anything frozen, just bring it, right?
Anything frozen, just
the cherries are ridiculous. Like this is like the most expensive thing. And honestly, this freaking Demerara syrup is not cheap. That's why we don't drink a lot of old fashions around here because I go broke.
My hand is very.
All right, so we need to try this neat or sweet. Is this better neat? Is it better in an old fashioned, or should you just not buy it? Neat sweet.
Plot twist. Neat sweet.
Or
don't repeat.
I don't know. Okay. Light 5 on that one. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. For the moment, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, you want to try this first?
Neat, sweet, or don't repeat.
Neat's
Come
first.
on, guys. That's
Neat's
a good
first,
one.
Jill. Neat's first.
Neat's first. Okay.
Roll didn't start drinking until they were in their 50s. Gotcha. Went to a little liquor store in Spring Hill. They were giving out some good samples. Nice, Eric. Women of Whiskeys with the $20 super chat. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Just to support, love the vibe.
You.
Thank you for jumping in here. They have a great channel as well. Are you Are you watching their stuff? I know you watch some bourbon YouTubers. I don't know if you
I don't
found
know,
their
but
stuff yet.
I'm gonna search them now.
Okay.
Because usually I watch Matt.
Okay.
Um,
I got sticky crap all over my hands.
what's
What's the couple you've been watching?
Stuff and Whiskey. I like them.
Okay.
And then I like the Bourbon Van
All right.
couple. They're sweet. I like them. I mean, I don't really know them, but I like them.
Jill does. I tend to watch some of those, and then a little more of the like.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few more
A little
I
more of
really
the-
like,
a little
but
more of the testosterone
sometimes
feel.
language kind of
Yeah.
excuse me
Jill tends
to
to
not
be.
watch them. But hey,
Jill
I get
tends
it.
to be a lot more conservative
I'm
than
very
I am,
much more
so
conservative than you
You'll
are.
find that out. I'm a little crazy. She's a little more mainstream. Neat, sweet, don't repeat. That's pretty good.
That is
Piggy.
pretty
It's
good.
pretty
You
I'll
have
give
to
that.
admit it. I did a good job on
STO,
that.
I like rye. I would prefer a rye too as well. But you know, this was a segment she came up with to try to keep it lively, try something new, play around. We could try bourbon. Is it good that way? Is it good this way? Or should you just bounce it? You know, I figure it's fun. Give it a try. If y'all don't like this, let us know. We'll do something different next time. Trees started when they were 16. Does not say that out loud. Raul, thank you. I appreciate it. Compare it to your infinity bottle, Michael Butler says. I'm going to give Jill. Jill's going to try the infinity bottle in a minute.
Uh-oh.
Let her see what she thinks about it. She makes you look good. Okay. I appreciate it. I don't drink a lot of gin. It just tastes like hairspray. It's like hairspray and tonics. When I was a teenager, I say, 21. When I was 21, I tried some gin and juice. Obviously at my age, there are certain musical influences that make you want to entertain the gin and juice. Still, it's just not my thing. Not my thing.
Man, this Heaven's Door is really making me, I'm having a hard time.
Big pun, it doesn't make it sweeter. It adds a little more rye spiciness to it. So
I think usually, hands down, I would pick a old-fashioned. But I don't know. It's pretty darn good neat.
I keep complaining that it tastes like George Dickel, but then it keeps, winning.
Yeah. I'm almost going to say neat. Let me do one more taste.
I can taste that mineralness even in the old-fashioned. Michael Conway in the house. Michael Conway picked me up some backup bar stools last week, man. Michael, I appreciate that.
Hey, Kalish.
Sorry that it took me a week to get them back and get you paid back for those, but I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, Ken. Of course, 21. Absolutely 21. Road Glide. I have not tried Basil Hayden's wine cask. Is the best whiskeys for beginners videos one you would drink? Yes, all my drink neat. I'm assuming what you're saying there, Keith. Yes, I would drink all of those neat. So when I'm saying best whiskey, I'm always talking neat.
Yeah.
If you're mixing it, whatever you want, doesn't matter, right? I would just recommend Jack and Cokes if you're just mixing it. But if you're trying, when I say, beginners, I'm talking about somebody who's trying to get into drink bourbon neat like this right here. That is exactly what I'm looking for when I make those recommendations. I should have been clear about that.
All right, are you ready to make your decision?
Yeah, logged in, just got in. How are we feeling about the Heaven's Door? This is pretty good.
Yeah.
We tried it against 4 or 5 other celebrity whiskeys over here, and this won out. Now, this is cask strength. It's, it's an MGP sourced whiskey, and it's pretty good. Smoky with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. So what do you think, Jill?
I'm going to say that it makes a really good old-fashioned.
Okay.
That's a really good old-fashioned. But I'm going to go neat.
Wow.
I'm going to go neat.
I'm going to agree with you.
Woo!
You need a...
Yeah,
neat. Some of these, you need to throw in an old-fashioned. This one, you probably just don't need to drink that.
No.
But...
No.
not that it's terrible, but honestly,
you might put it in old-fashioned.
So many better things. It's just going to be bitter in an old-fashioned. I think the cognac finish, Willet would probably be good in an old-fashioned.
Well, we're going to go through
American Highway
Not
tonight.
tonight. Not tonight, no. Not tonight. Not tonight.
Okay.
No.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I think neat.
You think neat. This
I'm-
wins.
Neat wins.
This is where I need, and I'm working on it. I'm going to need
Yeah,
like
it
a
needs
big
a
graphic.
graphic.
Neat. It needs to come on just like neat.
Yeah.
Jim Beam and Dr. Pepper.
We don't got. Well, yeah, we do have
It's
Dr.
not
Pepper.
bad. It's not bad. KC, all-time favorite whiskey, William LaRue Weller. Almost impossible to get, though.
Yeah.
Oh, look at there. We're getting some good old stuff here, but hey, look at there. Nate said, get out of here.
Boy. Do I like Starlight whiskeys? I don't think I've ever had Starlight whiskeys.
Well, you have had one.
I've had one.
I think it was a Starlight. Where's it at? It's got to
I
be
don't know.
right there. Yes. You had the Starlight Carl T. Huber's Amberana finish.
The what?
Right there. The Amberana
that
finish.
one?
You've had that one. Tastes like cinnamon. Like pure cinnamon. I want to say we did it last live stream or the live stream before that you were on here.
Yeah, I think I.
That one's not fair, though. It's not fair.
I don't think I liked this one.
Mr.
Yeah.
Richie picked up the Rebel Cash Strength store pick and the
Is
Ezra
there
Brooks.
different
Nice.
Starlight?
The Rebel's good stuff. No, there's a bunch of them. That's the only
Okay.
one I have. That's a store pick from some bourbon TikTokers, and it has just a ton of cinnamon
We tried this
finish.
one last Monday.
It may have been last Monday.
And I don't
yes.
think I liked
May have
it.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Learned
Because
about
Will,
the Kentucky
yes.
Chew this weekend.
Will said for me to try it. I
Yes.
didn't like that one.
Yes. That's the one he paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he paid the super
Yeah.
chat for you to try that.
I was not a fan of that one, but
Our-
I'm willing to try the rest of them.
Wilson over here says you're spot on. We didn't do, Lauren Nicole, we did not do the 10-year today. I've got the 10-year. I'm going to shoot a video on it. We went with the store pick for this particular test. But I do have the 10-year I recently got. I thought I was buying the 10-year when I got this one. I kind of got tricked into this store pick. It's a long story, but it's not that long of a story, but I've told it a few times. So I went back and got the 10-year later at a different place. So, yeah, this is a good bottle of Heaven's Door. I really like MGP stuff.
That was pretty good.
I really like MGP stuff. So, you've got another series you wanted to do. What was this? Drink Like a Lady.
TJ drinks.
You
like
want
a
me to
lady.
drink like a lady.
Yep.
Hey, Uncle Nate, Rebel 10 years good stuff. I agree. Like I like Weeders, though. So, gin is like eating a pine tree. Exactly. I've got some gin. You tried gin, right?
I don't know. Maybe. I think Kellish likes gin. So
You think Kelly likes gin?
Yeah, I think I've tried gin at Kelly's house.
I don't
Kelly,
know
have
where
I
it's
tried
at.
gin?
I'm pretty sure it's down
I
there.
can't remember.
It's pretty sure it's down there. We'll try gin later, some other time. Dr. Pepper or Coke? So, Keith, for me, bourbon and Coke is better than bourbon and Dr. Pepper. For me. But
It is, but
like
if
the
you
Dr.
don't
Pepper
have
in a
any
pinch,
Coke, Dr. Pepper's
if
just good.
If you're just trying to get a buzz, you can't drink it neat, and you're out of Coke, Dr. Pepper do the job.
It will.
For sure. Fire Rescue over on TikTok, Caribou Crossing. I've got a Caribou. Mine's a store pick. Didn't love it. But I don't know if it's the store picky, the store pickedness about it.
Pickiness.
Right? Like with the store pick, they buy the whole barrel so it can be off profile. So I don't know if it's just different and I don't like whatever they picked or if it's all Caribou Crossings because that's the only one I've ever tried. So store pick of Rebel and Remus from Louisville. Nice. Is Remus Gatsby worth the hype? Haven't tried it Road Glide, but probably not. No. Bourbon Junkies have a good review of it over on YouTube, though. Good gin is better than cheap gin. That's pretty much, like Glenn, that is pretty much across the board on anything. So, Michael says Kelly loves gin.
Yeah, I know she does. But
Bombay
I just couldn't remember if I had
Sapphire
it.
does not have the pine flavor. I'll have to try it. Lots of whiskeys, but gin makes the best cocktails and way more versatile. Gin, rum, both stand out way more in cocktails, and I'd choose something with 51% rye over bourbon for cocktails anyway. That's fair assessment, Crowman. I like rye in my cocktails as well, I'll be honest. Riley met you at SEMA. Are you, okay, so...
He met you.
Are you the... Yeah, I met you at SEMA. Yeah. Sorry, he didn't meet you at SEMA. You weren't at SEMA.
I was there, but I wasn't at SEMA.
So, Riley, are you the guy that was wearing the Jim Beam shirt? Or somebody else that I met at SEMA? Don't know. I got recognized in a casino in Vegas.
You told me.
So it's getting a little weird. Like in Opelika, I was like, okay, because TikTok shows it to people see me. But like when you're just in a random casino hanging out with a client, like we had a client there, and then somebody's like, hey man, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. So I don't know if it's the guy.
That's his buddy. That was his buddy Dylan.
That was your buddy. So you were with Dylan. You were the guy with Dylan. So I was just walking into SEMA, And dude had the Jim Beam logo on his shirt, and I was like, man, I like that shirt. That's my kind of shirt. And then I'm assuming it was Riley. Riley's like, I thought I recognized that voice. And I was like, that's me, man. It's me. So appreciate y'all. Yeah. It was nice meeting y'all. Does Woodford Reserve Double Oak come in barrel proof? Not to my knowledge, but Lord have mercy if it does. I need this in my life. Ever tried 100% maple syrup and orange bitters in an old fashioned? Yes, I have, and it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good, Brandon. We ran out of we use Demerara. We ran out of Demerara. We used maple syrup one night, and I never have oranges, so we normally use orange bitters. It was freaking fantastic. Are you gonna drink that?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, because if you're not, I'm going to.
Oh, this is a really if anybody's looking for something to put in an old fashioned,
it does the job.
It does really
It's
good.
probably a little pricey for an old fashioned, but let me catch up on TikTok over here. Angels envy when I'm in Louisville and Old Forester. Those are probably too high on my list. Piggy Express just picked up an Eagle Rare 10-year today. Nice. That's a good one, man. Enjoy it. Calumet Farms is so good. The older stuff's so good. The younger stuff, not so sure of. Scuba Steve finally cracked a Maker's Mark 46 cash strength. I haven't had the cash strength 46. I'll be honest. I need it. Even better than the BRTs. I love the FAE 01 and 02. I don't know about the BRTs or the Maker's Mark 46 cash strength, but I can see how they'd be good. Normally, Maker's is actually really good at higher proofs. Ken Miller says you're TikTok famous. I'm TikTok famous.
TikTok famous.
I don't know. I still find it a little weird when somebody says, "Oh, of TikTok fame," and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, fame. I don't know if I go that far, but it's fun to think about. Fame usually comes with money.
Yeah,
I don't have much of that because I spent it all.
Sorry. You spent it all on a Lincoln.
I did. I spent it all on a Lincoln. Picked up a Russell's Reserve 6-year rye and an Evan Williams bottle in bond. What do you think about those, Wilson? Go-to bourbon under $60, Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Widow Jane, 10-year, what's your thoughts? It depends on the batch. Some batches great, some batches okay. Has some George Dickel in it. If the George Dickel mineral taste is kind of tamed down in that blend, I tend to like it. Haven't tried Kuzuba? Haven't tried that. Tried Gentleman Jack, been a while. Model Speedo, get to hit up Model Speedos in Vegas. I'm not sure what that is, Rocket Boy. So definitely did not. Beefeater is cheap and one of the best gins. Bartender myself, this is a classic London Dry. I mean, I've seen Beefeater gin, but I've never tried it, so I'll have to look for that. We need to do some gin stuff. What we're going to do is we're trying to find celebrity whiskeys that are not bourbon, and then I'm going to compare them to a mainstream version. So if I find like the Rock's tequila or whatever he's released, we'll try it against a mainstream tequila.
Okay.
Right. So that's what we're thinking for those videos if we could find them. Some of those are really hard to find though. Haven't had 2022 Middleton Very Rare. You don't ever get barrel proof. I don't. Did I miss a comment? I get barrel proof on stuff all the time. Chroma says it's not rare. Yeah, I've seen the Beefeater stuff. I just don't drink a lot of gin.
Double oaked. Ooh, 135 proof. That's almost as much as Jack Daniels single barrel.
But it's a pretty.
It is a pretty
gorgeous Lincoln. It's a gorgeous Lincoln.
She is.
It's a gorgeous,
she
gorgeous
is gorgeous.
Lincoln. Mr. Rubber Band Man. War Eagle, Glenn. Do aviation. That's on the list. That's on the list, Mark, for sure. For sure.
Who's aviation?
That's Ryan Reynolds. I mean, I think he sold a lot of.
Okay.
I think he sold it, but still. Take it easy, Linda. Thanks for hanging out. Take it easy, Mark.
Linda.
Hopefully your day goes better. Haven't had the 2022 Middleton. Terramana is the Rock's tequila, easy to find. Yeah, it just hasn't made the top. Like, we try to plan out. Y'all gotta. I don't think y'all understand the situation. I work all the time, all the live long day,
every day.
And so if I'm not working,
all day.
What I like to do for fun is work. So I work late into the evenings. I try to get up. I don't get up super early anymore because I'm usually working late. But like on weekends, we're trying to work on cars or house if we don't have cars going. So it's just always a project. Like I just don't watch a lot of, like I don't watch Yellowstone. I didn't know the Weller 12 until it went crazy today because I don't even have that channel. I don't know. Normally don't even have channels at all, I'll subscribe during football season because I do try to catch like a couple of football games during football season. So, realistically with that kind of schedule, we're trying to get to where we plan out our videos way ahead and we film them way ahead. We're not. Like I literally filmed the video today that's going to be released day after tomorrow, but we've got it planned through mid-December right now. So we know what we're filming through mid-December. Now, if something great comes up, like the Weller 12 video, we may jump it into the thing. So when I say I haven't found, like the Rocks Tequila is on our list of stuff to do, but it's definitely going to be after mid-December before it's released because we've already got those videos planned out. Right? Tequila Le Resposado is like water. Nice, big pun. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Russell's Reserve Rye. I need one of those. I haven't tried it. Waddy Boone and Sons, 8, 9, or 10 year. I'll keep an eye out for it. Radical. If I had the Tesla tequila, that would have been a great video, especially when it first came out and was super popular. But I think we were on that was either before we were doing alcohol content at all, or either we were on our break. We took like a 6-month break at the start of this year because I was like, that's when we were in the throes, or late last year through mid this year, where we were in like the throes of trying to get this house ready to move into. So,
which we're in it.
We are in it. It's still not finished, but I had a guy supposed to come help me, like just start working on project stuff. He didn't show up last Friday to look at stuff. So, Trey Brown, the new Crown Royal 18-year dropped in Columbus today, and I was at work, so I can't go over there and get it.
Don't we gotta take Maggie over there?
Yeah, but it's old. I mean, it's probably gone today. Oath Gin by Valtteri Bottas, the Formula One driver. I don't even know who Valtteri Bottas. I can't even pronounce his name, but I'm assuming that's a celebrity if he drives Formula One. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Joey from Georgia in the house. Gin's only good in a Long Island tea. Merck, yeah, I saw that, man. I mean, we're trying to not bring the vibes down. We get a lot of trolls for stuff like that, so I'm not necessarily going to mention exactly what you said happened, but if that happened to you, I apologize, man. Hopefully it works out better for you, and like I said, hopefully your evening gets better.
And thanks for watching.
Bombay's good if you like eating a pine tree. The Rocks Tequila is heavily overrated, in my opinion. Most celebrity stuff is. That's just how it is. Yeah, Casamigos. We've had Casamigos before, but it's been a while. Kevin Hart. Everybody has a tequila at this point, it seems like. More. I like Old Forester Statesman. I don't have one right now, but it's good stuff. Raul, thanks for hanging out. So what are we doing next, Jill?
We are doing TJ Drinks Like a Lady.
All right. TJ Drinks Like a Lady. What are we making?
We're gonna make something called the Betty Finch.
Who is Betty Finch?
Well, it's not. It's named after Florence Finch. And
her name's not Betty.
No, her name's not Betty.
And why is it called the Betty?
Florence.
Why is it not the Florence Finch?
I think maybe her friend who made it was named Betty. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I could read this whole thing to you, but that's a lot.
It's a lot.
So, her name was Florence, and she was an activist, and we're going to make her a drink called the Betty Finch.
Okay.
And so you're going to need a glass.
Grab another one with this one.
That one?
Use.
Yep.
Yeah, so Mark
right.
DY01. There's not a Discord chat on the live stream. We've got YouTube going. We've got TikTok going on 2 monitors for us right here. We do have a Discord, but we don't have a chat on the live stream, right? Obviously, it helps us here if people are in these chats and sharing this. If you're on TikTok, hitting the like button, allowing people to subscribe and things like that. So, it just helps us out here to have people here. So I like the Discord idea and maybe showing the Discord chat on screen or something like that. But realistically, if we do that, we're actually hurting the performance of these live streams. So, appreciate it, Merk.
Her name was Florence, but she was known as Betty throughout her life.
What's her middle name?
What, they didn't tell me her middle
Betty
name.
is a weird nickname for somebody named Florence. Like, you'd call her Flo.
It just said that she was born
It's okay. Her name's Betty.
Her name is. They called her Betty.
Okay.
There you go.
Got that. No logic behind it.
None.
We just call her Betty.
Her name was Florence.
Okay.
They called her Betty.
She identified as a Betty. We called her Betty.
Her name is Betty. That's who she went by.
Gotcha.
So, okay.
She looks like an airline stewardess.
She was somebody in the U.S. Army.
Okay, there you go.
Like that.
Gotcha.
All right, so there we go. You need a glass. Got a glass? All right, so now you need 1.5 ounces of Belle Meade bourbon. It's over there.
Put that over here. Okay.
Belle Meade bourbon.
We're going with the Belle Meade sour mash bourbon right here. How much?
1.5 ounces. 1.5 ounces. Y'all want to see TJ drink like a lady?
Drink like a lady.
Yeah, instead of a college kid, right?
Dude drinks like a lady.
Oh my goodness.
That's pineapple.
I know. It smells so good.
Is that in this drink?
It is in this drink.
Okay, what's next?
Next, you're going to have 1 ounce of Nagori sake. And let me just tell you, in Auburn, Opelika, Alabama, this was hard to find. And I don't know if you're supposed to shake it up or what, but
I hope you're supposed to shake it up.
So, anyway.
It says do not shake.
No, it does
not.
It
says absolutely do not. It doesn't.
No, it does not say that.
I can't read this crap. I don't know what it says.
Okay, so
dark in here.
You need 1 ounce of that.
What is this?
It's sake.
It looks like milk.
It does.
I've had sake. I don't remember it looking like
milk.
milk.
There was a ton of different kinds of sake, but this one specifically said Nagori sake.
Well, I've got some bad news. This is a one-time use container for this particular sake.
Anybody want some sake?
How much?
1 ounce.
Okay. This is like coconut milk sake. 1 ounce right there.
All right, 1 ounce. And then we need 3/4 of an ounce of fresh pineapple. So you have to.
It's sealed up. We're good.
You have to freshenize this.
How much?
3/4 of an ounce.
Of what?
Fresh pineapple juice. And I was just going to buy pineapple juice in a can, but it said fresh. So, but you might could just look.
There's a lot of. Like, I didn't even get it. I got absolutely zero pineapple in that thing right there.
Well, that's your fault. There was pineapple juice coming out of it. Be more careful, husband. Good grief. Do you want me to do it?
Like, it's only got 3 holes. How the hell did it shoot out of the side? No, I got this. No. I have defeated this.
Oh, my God.
I have defeated this.
Oh, my goodness.
It's only got a few holes. How's it shooting out the side?
Because you're not being careful. My goodness.
I'm being extremely careful.
Give me the pineapple. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, guys. It's like a bad show. Sorry.
Is this a bad show?
I don't know. It seems like it might be.
This is grade A entertainment. Okay, 3/4 of an ounce right there.
Fresh pineapple juice.
That's as fresh as it gets. Like
it doesn't get any fresher than that.
I mean, we could have picked that pineapple.
It doesn't get any fresher.
That's been like shipped from God knows where.
But it wasn't out of a can.
It's not fresh though.
All right, so now we need 1/2 ounce of coconut milk.
You didn't bring anything to open that, did you?
Oh, I did. But what did I do with it?
Chris likes it. Jason says it's entertaining. Who needs Clorox wipes? Like I already spilled some Buffalo Trace here a month ago, and it ate the finish off this bar.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Appreciate it, Jesse. Thank you.
I brought it down. What did I do with it?
Demerara adds a little bit to it, Mark. So I like the Demerara.
Guys are gonna get a close up.
It takes a woman's touch to drink like a woman. I think so. Leave it to the professional. Who cares about the professionals? Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis? Like
Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis. I thought it was Brewzle Will for a second. I thought he had changed his name. That would have been a good name for Brewzle Will, but A Price says it's awesome. She has no idea how to open this thing.
I do because I brought a can opener down here.
Well, freshest Alabama pineapple. Yeah, we grew that right here in the atrium behind the live stream.
Oh my goodness.
We have some paper towels. I don't know where they're at, but she didn't even bring a can opener.
I brought a
So what are we? Hold on. What are we? How much of this do we need?
We need 1/2 ounce. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my!
That's a solid, Jill.
Oh, well, that's why I brought
That is a
can opener. Would you...
But, like, what am I supposed to do with it, a can opener, if it's a solid, Jill?
Babe.
That's a solid.
Where did my can opener go?
Got a hole in it.
Oh, this is so tragic. Because I know I brought it down.
Did this say it's coconut? You need coconut milk?
Milk. Specifically milk, not coconut water, not the coconut creamy stuff you use for what you call it. No, milk.
Okay.
Ava May. She ain't gonna hear it. Okay.
I'm a coconut killer.
Stop.
But find your can opener. Like, I was just trying to get some coconut milk out.
Move on.
Do I need to heat this up?
No, just move on. Do lemon juice.
How much lemon juice?
1/2 ounce, and then 1/4 ounce of wildflower honey. And it was specific on the wildflower honey.
What's the difference in wildflower honey?
I don't know, babe. You're gonna have to look that up.
1/2 ounce. How much honey?
Look in the book, babe. I gotta move on so I can find the can opener because I know I
Thought you brought a can opener.
I did. I brought the white can.
Why didn't you bring the can opener, Jill?
I bet I left it upstairs after I.
Jesus Christ! I can't see this crap. You would think if we were trying to live stream, we'd be prepared with things like can openers, you know. This was her idea. I'll give her that. This is 1/4 ounce of wildflower honey. Did you leave it on the stairs?
No. I left it in the last room I went into upstairs before I came downstairs. Sorry, guys. Alrighty. Now, to really open this hacked up can. Good grief, husband.
It smells like honey.
This is crazy.
What?
What you did to this can?
Well, I mean, if it was liquid, it would have just came out.
I don't even know if this is gonna open now.
Why would it not open?
Somebody said 0 chance this is gonna be good.
I think this is a strong chance. This
You
precious
have no
solid
faith
milk.
in us.
Is coconut milk a solid? Can anybody tell me, is coconut
Yes,
milk
it's
a
a
solid? Like, because that's not a milk.
It is.
Hold on.
Look at that poor can lid.
Whoa. No, look at the poor milk I'm about to freaking drink right here. Hold on. Let me zoom in on that right there. Like, what is this nonsense? Like, this is not milk, okay?
Keith said you gotta quick whip it.
This is coconut butter.
No, it's coconut milk.
How much of this crap?
Huh?
How much of this crap?
1/2 ounce.
Maybe there's some fluid at the bottom. What if I quit? Oh, yeah, look, there's fluid at the bottom. There's just, like, its arteries are clogged.
His arteries are clogged. Super chat.
Super chat, Adam 199 with the super chat, man. What's
No,
going on?
he ain't drinking the beer. No.
I have not. My wife will not let me. Look at it. This is a liquid once you get down into it.
Oh, good Lord. Husband.
Now I can't turn up on the side.
No.
We've got a lake. We have started a lake. Listen, people know I make a mess.
We have
So
not.
how much did you say? 1/2 ounce?
Oh, yes. 1/2 ounce.
Right there.
Oh, good
to
grief.
go.
All right.
Good to go. Good to go. Perfect.
Yeah, okay. Well,
If y'all don't realize I make a mess, y'all are new around here, and I welcome you. Thank you for joining for the first time. I appreciate it. It's like a running joke at this point during my videos. People are like in the comments, like, "There's a 100% chance he gets this on his shirt before the end of the video," and they're not wrong. They're not wrong.
We're gonna have to do a better job on this segment.
I thought this was great. I think this is going very well. This is going swimming.
This is going swimmingly, except for you're supposed to mix it in this. Because you have to shake it. Okay. Well. Oh my gosh.
Betty Crocker says no.
Okay. Well, maybe Betty didn't have Betty Crocker back then.
Okay, well, give it here. But do you have the other? Give me that. I'll shake it.
No.
Now we started. We'll shake it.
It's completely okay.
Now we're doing okay.
So now you're supposed to garnish with an orchid and
I don't have an orchid.
sprinkle of smoked sea salt. But we don't have either one of those, so you're just gonna
Just gonna try it.
Drink it like that.
You want a prettier glass so it looks nice?
Yeah. Ugh. All right. So
yes,
again,
Rowboat. The Heaven's Door was fantastic.
Again, this is called a Betty Finch. It's supposed to make one cocktail.
And it made one cocktail.
It made one cocktail. What does it smell like? You have to drink it like a lady now. That's not. You're not. Acting...
Do I need ice or anything?
Yeah, you could have some ice.
Does it say I need ice?
It says a chilled glass, which we didn't chill the glass, so we'll just use the ice ball. Sure, why not? Now it's gonna taste like an old fashioned.
Nah, this ice ball is perfectly clean.
Oh goodness.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect. Kersplash.
Kersplash.
What did you just throwing dirty napkins in the floor?
No. Trying to clean up after you. Husband.
That tastes like vomit. Betty threw up in that glass. Oh my God.
No way. It
Oh.
can't be that bad.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I can't even. That smells horrible.
Ladies drink like
Oh.
shit. What ladies drink vomit? Apparently ladies just drink vomit. That's what they do. They just drink baby vomit. That's how ladies drink. God have mercy. This is the worst cocktail book I've ever. Who wrote that recipe right there? Betty Finch needs to be lying up in front of a firing squad and shot.
No, that's horrible. Don't
We're
say
gonna get
something
banned.
like
I
that.
apologize. We're just joking. That was a joke. Sorry, TikTok. Betty's just not good at drinks. She's not good at drinks. Okay, Betty, no bueno. Okay,
No bueno.
Betty's not good in at least 2, maybe 3 languages, but I only know a couple of them, kinda. So I'm not good at English. I'm even worse at Spanish, and I don't know any other languages. But Betty is bad in all of them.
I don't think I can try this.
No, you can try. This is your doing.
This is TJ drinks like a lady.
This is your doing.
This is TJ drink, not Jill drinks like a lady.
Your whole idea. You bought the book. You're like, we need to do this on the live stream, and now you are chickening out because it smells and tastes like vomit.
Yeah, $100 super chat and TJ finishes it.
I mean, I'll be honest. If we get $100 super chats from here to the end, I will chug that sucker like it was like my last bit of water and I was in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Okay? Because I am for sale all the time. All the time.
Oh
100% of the time am I for sale. If you're ever in doubt, is TJ for sale? I ain't.
This is like...
Needed the smoke, a price, like it just needed the sea salt. That's all it needed. It needed an orchid. It needed like a flower arrangement from prom and some smoked sea salt, and this would have been wonderful. Like that's just what happens when you leave ingredients out, Jill.
Oh my gosh. Betty. Is this like worse than any of the videos of the tasty notes?
No, but it's worse than half of them. It's worse than half of them.
Oh, y'all, the smell. Like, seriously, I know there's no smell-o-vision, but I really wish that you could smell this.
Yeah, exactly, Adam, exactly. You're allowing me to drink like baby vomit, but I can't finish the freaking old beer. And Michael, it's pretty cheap. I mean, I don't know. That's a lot of money. But if you want me to chug it, that's what it's going to take, because I ain't drinking no more of that. Otherwise, drink some sake. Okay. Exactly. This may be what caused it to taste like vomit. I don't know. This looks like vomit.
I'm gonna try this because I'm a good sport, and I am the one that came up with this idea. So I'm gonna drink this. Is it the sake that makes it taste so bad?
No, but that didn't help it any. This is not good sake.
Eee.
I'm cheap. I'm not cheap, Brandon, but I am for sale. Need that smoke? All right, drink, Jill. Look, Jesse said drink.
That thing specifically said coconut milk.
I'm pretty sure if I leave my hands on this bar for like 15 minutes, my skin would peel off. That's how sticky this bar is at this point. Like,
okay. Oh gosh. All right. If I close my nose.
So are you not a lady?
Oh,
You wouldn't drink that?
Oh,
You're
no.
not a lady? I'm not a lady. Are you not a lady? This is your doing. Like, here's the thing. This is a clean...
That's horrible.
This is a clean glass. We did now, we didn't shake it.
Ooh.
I'll give you that. We didn't shake it.
Maybe we should have shook it.
Well, we can shake it now and you can try it again.
You can try it again.
Look how it sticks to the glass.
Oh.
Like, look at the glass. Like, what is the... Like,
Oh.
Lord have...
Maybe we should have shook it. Here, put it in here and let's shake it. Shake it.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Just don't spill it on me, please. You shake it, but don't...
You're supposed to smile.
No. Okay. See? Maybe it was... Oh, yeah, look. And strain it. Maybe that's why it did that whole...
Baby, these holes are big enough. Ain't none of that going to get strained.
Now try it again. It's better.
That's amazing now.
I don't trust you.
It tastes like it's like lemon vomit now.
Lemon vomit.
Which is much better. It actually is a lot better. I will admit, the Betty Crocker let us down on this one. Now it's lemon flavored vomit.
Okay.
You could take the lemon vomit a little better.
It's better.
Yeah, it's like somebody vomited, cleaned it up with Pledge, put it in a glass, and then we drink that. Mm. It's good stuff.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't recommend the Betty Finch. Do not drink the Betty Finch.
I don't want to call out who wrote
that. The
that.
Betty Finch is disgusting. Do not drink it.
I don't even tell you who wrote the book at this point, as bad as that was. Lord have mercy.
I just wonder, are all these like that?
We'll find out next month. Well, not next month. Monday after next, maybe. Actually, Monday after next will be in so you won't stream for a couple of weeks, few weeks.
Y'all gonna miss me.
I drank buttermilk that didn't have legs like that, Terry says. Exactly. Exactly. A Price says, drink, drink, drink. We are located in Opelika, Alabama. I know, Jessie, not very ladylike. She does not drink like a lady.
I don't drink like a lady. I'm sorry.
Oof. We did a blind earlier, Darren. We did a blind earlier. It looks like rotten eggnog, exactly. It's like if you had bad milk, kind of looks like that. And I'll be straight, the shaking helped a whole bunch.
Did help.
It helped. Don't use the Betty Crocker Quick Whip.
I'm going to eat pineapple to get rid of that taste.
Well, that's not fair. You should try some unfiltered wildflower honey.
From pineapple?
I'll take anything to get that crap out of my mouth. All right, try my infinity bottle. Let's do the infinity bottle.
Okay.
And then let's see how that goes. And then you and I are going to have to clean this crap up before we go to bed, or I'm not going to have any varnish on this bar by the time we get up in the morning.
Does anybody know the difference in wildflower honey and just regular old honey? Because it specifically said wildflower honey.
Listen, if a drink's that bad and you got very specific ingredients, you're just being an asshole. I'm going to be honest with you. You're just being a butt. Like, if you want to give me a shitty mixed drink, just let me use whatever cheap ingredients I can get to make my shitty mixed drink. What's up, Albert? Oh, you were very late. Sorry for the, you missed a lot. Got the 2 Roses over on TikTok from, I can't even pronounce that, but I appreciate the 2 Roses. I have not tried Crittenden's from Kiln, Mississippi, and from Madison. Madison's up near Huntsville, so we're probably going to be 3-ish hours away from Madison. How the inside of your stomach looks compared to the glass. Probably a lot like that right there. And honestly, if you drank it, it would probably taste like that. My arms are sticky from the crap we've spilled on the bar. Let me find my infinity bottle. Hey, see if you...
Terry said that's what the orchid's for. You eat it to get the taste out of your mouth.
Oh, yeah, probably. All right, we're just going to try these neat glasses right here. There's one for you.
One for me.
And one for me. So we're going to try this infinity bottle real quick. Mosing over on TikTok is going tomorrow to pick more barrels from Crittenden's. Do you make it toward Jackson, Mississippi? Not a lot.
Wow.
I know, it's a serious cork.
That was a serious cork.
But this cork doesn't belong in this bottle. So this is my infinity bottle from the video we did the other day.
Oh, where you put all your favorites?
Yeah, I put like 22 different in here. I said I put 22 2-ounce pours, but I'm an idiot. I was doing 1-ounce pours because I was going to do 11, and then I was like, no, let's widen it out, and I was just doing half pours, and I still said 22. I think, I said 2-ounce. I said 22 2-ounce pours. So it's just we took a bunch of whiskey, and we just put even pours into that. All right. Realistically.
It smells.
They're in Alabama, not Texas, Rowboat says. Who's in Alabama, not Texas? Who'd I miss? I don't see any other comments from. TikTok can be a little crazy on comments.
Oh, someone asked what part of Texas are we from?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Mark. There you go, Rowboat. Thank you. We're in Alabama. But it's 3 different whiskeys for me I'm picking up next week. Nice, man. That's going to be awesome. If you have a chance or you're willing, bring me your barrel picks. I mean, my P.O. box is in the description. You can mail them to me that way. Or send me a DM or jump in the Discord. Happy to review them. I'm not going to promise we'll do a video about them at this point, but happy to try them and give you my thoughts. Definitely can try them on a live stream or something. Best to buy local honey to help you with your allergies from pollen. We've got some local honey. We got a friend that owns some bees. We didn't want to use his for mixed drinks, though.
Yeah, his is really good.
Kind of like it. Honey is different from farm to farm. It varies a lot. Interesting.
Yeah, I've always found that to be very interesting.
Wildflower, the sophisticated bees.
Yeah.
$20 and an old Alan Jackson 8-track, and we could get me a Speedo calendar? I'm not that for sale, Brandon. Like, you gotta bring it up a little bit. You gotta bring it up a little bit. Nobody wants to see that. I'll be honest with you. Nobody wants to see that Speedo calendar anyway. Like, if we thought we could sell a bunch of them, maybe, but nobody wants to see that. Michael Jarnberg, what's going on, man?
That's pretty darn good, babe.
What flowers the bee pollinated and changes the flavors based on what they make honey out of. So you like it? Like, how good is it? 1 to 10.
Give me some water. Let me.
You need to water it down?
I need to clear my taste buds.
Brewzle Wifey.
Brewzle Wifey.
This is
I need a shirt that says that.
You're Brewzle Wife?
Brewzle Wifey. I like Wifey better.
You remember Brooke, the craft beer girl, here on TikTok? Write down your infinity bottle recipe. So Albert, I need to. So here's the thing about my infinity bottles. The first infinity bottle I ever did, I just picked the whiskeys I had on my shelf and I made a blend. Didn't write anything down. It was literally the best whiskey I've ever had in my entire life. Like, once it all kind of blended together, was fantastic, and I have been trying for years to recreate it, and I could not. So
I do remember her. She is my favorite Canadian.
Favorite Canadian beer reviewer?
Yes.
Yes. Green Bay Packers fan, if I remember correctly from your content.
When we get to Canada, we'll have to.
Canada.
Oh yeah, so.
Yes.
I affectionately call it Canada.
I've not tried Winter
Jack. It's my favorite place.
Michael. A Vern Gosden cassette.
If I ever moved anywhere besides the beach, if we moved from here, then it would be Canada.
You know, Canada gets really cold.
I don't care.
Right? Like, you complain about cold here.
I know, but it's worth it. It's just awesome. You've never been. You don't know. We got to get you to Canada.
Let me catch up over on TikTok.
Oh, that's really good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Good. Sagamore Sherry Cash Finish. I haven't had it, but I like the Sagamore Rye I have, so I'd be willing to try it, although I'm not a huge Sherry Cash Finish guy. Yes, I did, Sean Riley, very much make a Blanton's and Dr. Pepper. Yes. Don't be afraid to experiment, man. You know, Blanton's is a really good whiskey, but an even better mixer. Why can't you be our neighbor? My neighbor just like calls the cops on my dogs for barking and stuff like that, right? I get letters from the city and stuff because they don't like my old cars. Like, I don't, like, Jesse, we were out there breaking down the Lincoln yesterday, and I ran inside to get, like, something, I don't even remember what, and he's like, you just had one of your neighbors come by and make some funny faces at me while he was walking by looking at the Lincoln, and I'm like, I'm going to get a letter about that, I guarantee. I don't know who walked by, but he said they were staring and looking at the Lincoln, so... I don't know.
Just wondering what in the world.
And the neighbor over there that calls the cops on us, or he did the first couple, when we first moved in, he seems like an all right guy. He does.
Yeah,
like
it's better now.
We've gotten on terms, but I still don't know who keeps reporting us to the city for my cars. So
Well, that may mean you need to stop getting cars.
She's in Washington, though.
Oh,
But aren't you a Canadian from Washington?
Yeah.
Or like you're from Canada. You're a Canadian in Washington. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? As a bartender from a nationally recognized bourbon bar, I appreciate your content highly. That's a surprise. I'm gonna be honest with you, Kai. That's a surprise because I tend to just irritate people who do this for a living, who are like really serious about their craft. I tend to just irritate them because I just don't give a shit. I'm just here to have a good time. I'm here to hang out with cool people and have a good time. And so if you're like really serious about technicality and doing everything right and making sure you measure and everything's like super perfect and everything you say is really right, we're just not going to get along. And if you're just like past that, we're going to have a good time. Any scotch in your collection? The only scotch I have right now literally is the Balvenie Caribbean Cask 14 year that a friend bought for me a few years ago. So that is literally the only scotch I have in my collection. We're going to start doing a lot more. Nate's going to try to hook me up with some, I think. We're going to try to do some content around scotch here pretty soon. Canada's 75 miles north of Terry, and we already have snow. Alaska was -5 degrees. Brandon, I just died.
Wow.
I
can't do that.
I would walk outside, my blood would stop flowing, and I would just be a statue in your town. And so until summer came, people would walk by and be like, there's the Brewzle statue.
There's Brewzle.
Right there. Lower Alabama, the Florida Panhandle.
Yeah, Keith, that's my first choice if we ever move. Then second choice is Canada.
Chris would just come over and look at the car, Jill. We need to start having some folks over or something. We got to start doing some. I got to get it cleaned up a little. I'm trying to finish projects. That's been a little bit of a delay before we have anybody over, but it's coming. Vancouver, Canada, Albert's from here in the chat. We're working on the scotch. Okay.
Yeah, Uncle
Appreciate
Nate's
it,
trying to get
Christopher.
us on the scotch. I think we got to go to Scotland and Ireland and.
You got to get me to find some scotch I like first.
Okay. Oh, but you're never gonna say you like it.
I mean, I want to go to Scotland.
We'll do a blind.
Y'all don't realize, like, me and Jill have this argument all the time about trips, right? Because, like, so my bourbon collection may seem otherwise, but, like, realistically, this is mostly for content. So if you take this out of the equation, I will nickel and dime everything. I don't want to spend on anything. I don't want any subscriptions. I don't want TV channels. I don't want anything. I want to eat at home. I don't want to eat out. And then I will blow all of our money on something big. I will scrounge every penny and then I'll blow it on a car. But Jill's like, oh, let's nickel and dime here. Let's nickel and dime there. Let's take a trip every week. Let's do some stuff. And so we both, at the end of the day, all the money's gone either way. With either strategy, but it's very different strategy. So Jill's like, oh my God, he's starting to talk about scotch. We need to go to Scotland. Exactly. She instantly thinks, how can I spin this into a trip? And I instantly think, how can I spin this into a car? And there's just no realistic way to do this.
You've gotten a lot of cars lately.
Only one good one.
Oh, well, you still got a lot of them.
I'm still trying to do the race car, though. But shh, don't talk about the race car yet. Let's not talk about the race car. Kyle from Oregon's in the house. Unloaded wood in the driveway. Had the cops here before we got back with another load. See, here's the thing. When we bought this house, we said this is not in the historic district's like 7 houses down from us, and it's not in a subdivision. There's no HOA. Literally the only restrictions we have are the city restrictions. The problem that gets us is that we have no backyard. The backyard is a ravine. So we have a ton of land behind us, but it's a big old hill that I can't put cars on. And technically, according to the city, old broke down cars have to be behind your house. And I can't put them behind the house. I can only put them beside the house. And so and the mayor lives right down the street. So like every week they ride by and they write me a letter about something that I've got to clean up and fix up. But the next letter, because I know, like I dropped that Lincoln on Sunday. I have 7 days. Sunday, it's gone. Like I'm delivering it to its new owner, so we'll have all parts off of it by Sunday. It will be gone. If I get the next letter I get from the city of Opelika, I'm just not even going to respond to the letter. I'm just going to the mayor's office, and I'm just going to knock on his door, and I'm going to say, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? I have no clout whatsoever. I can kind of embarrass you with bourbon enthusiasts on the interwebs if I need to. but I'm about to make a whole bunch of stink if that's what you want to do. I can make a very logical argument.
Yes, you can.
And so we will try. It may not work, but I'm gonna escalate it. I'm gonna escalate it.
Jason says just invite them over for bourbon.
But I don't know who's complaining.
Well, you think it?
Well, see, I think it's just the city guy. First time he said, "Oh, the mayor lives down from you. I just policed that area." Second letter, he's like, somebody complained.
Yeah.
But I think it's like the azalea trail. We got like an azalea trail where everybody has azaleas in their freaking yard. I got some azaleas over here, and I'm thinking about cutting them down just for fun because I don't want to contribute to this shit if they're going to be writing me up and complaining to the city. So what they don't realize is at this point, I know the city codes better than the person who wrote them. I know them better than the mayor. I know them better than the guy who writes the letters to me. So I am firmly aware that the city of Opelika allows you to have a classic car. They explicitly state a citizen of the city of Opelika cannot be prohibited from owning a classic car. It just has to be licensed and insured. Mm-hmm. So it has to have a tag. All ours are. It has to be insured.
Except for the one that's out there on the
Except for the one we just dropped. Well, we got a couple parts cars over here, but they're covered up right now. Mm-hmm. They're kind of hidden. Because we got the Volkswagen we're going to start on here soon, and I got my parts Volkswagen for the Corrado. But they're good. You can't even see those. So what I'm going to do on the next letter is every month I'm going to take whatever money I can scratch together. I'm going to buy a $300 running car that looks like shit. I'm going to put a tag on it. I'm going to insure it. And I'm going to park it out by the road. Every month.
No, you're not.
It's going to be 1. It's going to be 2. It's going to be 3. It's going to be 12 a month until my entire yard is full of running, driving, licensed, insured automobiles. Until the guy that enforces the code calls me and says, "You're right. I'm going to let you have the few cars that you wanted." And then I'll sell them all.
Okay.
But yeah, Jason, I'm going to go right to the mayor first. First time, I'm going to go right to the mayor. Here's the thing, dude. When the dude called me the first time, he's like,
he's like, "Thank you, Piggy Express. I hope the mayor ain't watching this."
He's like, "The mayor lives right down from you, so I police this area." So what I'm going to do next letter is I've already gotten 3. Next letter, I'm going straight to the mayor, and I'm going to be like, "Okay, he told me he polices me because you live right down the road. So do you have a problem with me, or is this guy scared of you? Which one?" Like, that's where we're going. I'm not even going to talk to this guy anymore. I'm going to just talk to the mayor, let the mayor talk to the guy. I'll be done with it. I don't even care. I don't even care. Here's the thing. I don't care. Like, if they make me sell all my cars, I don't care. If they irritate me enough to sell the house, I lost. I don't care. Like, they can't win because I don't care. So I'm going to win. I want the house to look nice. We're trying to fix it up.
We are.
But if I need to make it look like an old junk car lot from the 1970s, I do that too because I kind of find that attractive.
I bet you do.
So.
All right, so how was your Texas tasting?
How was my Texas tasting?
Never seen your... Is it
TX.
Texas? Oh, TX, not Texas.
TX. I haven't done that review yet, Big Daddy. It's on the list, man, but we're planned out through mid-December, and I don't think that's even on the list right now. So I don't even know if we've opened the TX. I bought a bottle of TX. I want to say we tried it on the stream, but I don't even remember, Salty. Or that wasn't Salty, it was Big Daddy.
Yeah.
What's up, Salty? What's going on? Piggy says, "I'm a police officer, and I'm telling you, I won't go knocking on the mayor's door." I will. I mean, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to his house. I'm going to go to his office.
His office.
And honestly, if he avoids me in his office, I'm going to knock on his house. But I will go to his office. I'm not going to go to his house. I'm not stupid. Like, I know how to play the game. I'm going to go to his office, and when he rolls in the morning, I'm just going to be sitting there in the lobby waiting on him. So, come on down to Florida, no state income like Alabama. That does help, but Keith, they make up for it in property taxes. And I got a big old house with like streaming space, and I could build bars and crap like this. And my taxes are probably pretty similar to what I would pay in property taxes there. Paint the house. So the only problem with that is I just paid a ton of money to paint it brown. Yeah. And it's brick on the outside. Like I could.
We're not doing that.
I would rather just put a bunch of cars in the yard. I don't think I can go full like nuclear on painting the house because I do love the house. What's your favorite personal barrel pick, not allowed bourbon What's your favorite personal barrel pick? Not allowed. Most can acquire. I like high proof stuff. If you're talking about something you can walk into any liquor store anywhere just about and buy, I tend to skew high proof, so I'm just going to say Wild Turkey Rare Breed is probably that. If you can pick like an MGP store pick at cask strength, those are usually really good as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, but wait. Okay, so all right, Big Daddy, hold on. Let me find it. I'm going to give you a review right now before you buy it. So let's do it. Now I'm not going to give it a Brewzle score right here, but let me find the bottle. I don't know if it's here or if it's back there in the archives, but let me find that bottle of TX. I think that's it right there. I think we did open it on a stream.
Our dogs have came to join the live stream.
What's up, Fire? I would put you on camera, but you're not going to get up here, so. All right, so TX, we're going to do it in a dirty Glencairn, because why not?
You want me to wash you?
We've made a freaking mess. Do we have another Glencairn over there somewhere? That would be better.
I don't think so. No.
Insurance will go up way up in Florida as well. I understand.
Wait a minute.
I have not tried Oak and Eden French Oak. Drinking Rare Breed right now. Nice.
There you go. Last
You
one.
got the bar in Indianapolis. Kai,
one.
are you in? Join the Discord. I'm actually in Indianapolis probably. When is the Indianapolis trip? It's in December. It's in December. Sometime I'm in Indianapolis.
Early December.
So, actually, I think it's early December. So, less than a month, I'm in Indy probably. There's like a 90% chance. All right, so what we've got here is TX Texas Straight Bourbon Whiskey at 90 proof right there.
Oh, I might like that one.
Oh, okay. Come down to Florida. Yeah, I got that one. Park my 28-year-old Toyota pickup at the house if you want. There you go. Although 28-year-old Toyota pickup is pretty cool. TX blended tastes like Crown. This is straight. This is not a blended. It may be a blend of straights, but it doesn't say blended on it. Ben just tuned in. Did you crack? Well, the Old Fitz 11 that's just a placeholder thumbnail. I need to do a thumbnail for every live stream, but the problem is like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'm trying to create a thumbnail. I just use the default thumbnail. So the Old Fitz, I've cracked the Old Fitz, but that was not this video. Sorry about that. When am I coming to Atlanta? Brian, are you in the Discord? Hit me up. I'm an hour and a half from Atlanta. I can come just about any time I have a little free time. So, or you could come here maybe. New Riff Straight Bourbon. Pretty decent. I haven't had it yet. So, all right. So that's different. Honestly, it smells like cinnamon.
Ooh, I might like that.
So it's like cinnamon kind of, what's a dog growling at?
I think he sees his shadow in the window up there.
Yeah. That's very almost cinnamon, like graham cracker smell of that.
Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
A little bit.
Ooh.
Not as much sugar. Garrison Brothers is delicious, their Pig Express. It's an acquired taste, but it's pretty good. Burned by Rocky Patel is the bar in Indiana. Nice. Hit me, seriously, hit me up. If you're not in the Discord, link in the bio, get in the Discord. Or send me a DM. We could talk about it. I'm going to be up there in December. I got to go to RPI, which is another automotive conference. Like the Sazerac. I'm not a huge fan of the Sazerac rye, Ginger. Honestly, it's way too rye forward for me. Haven't tried the new rye. Dogs growling at the mayor, Hoosier says.
Mm-hmm. Dogs growling it.
It's funny. It smells just like cinnamon, but it doesn't taste like
Doesn't taste anything like cinnamon.
Yeah, I get a lot of cinnamon on the nose. Do you get that as well?
Yeah, but not taste at all. Doesn't taste anything like cinnamon.
On the taste, I get some interesting oakiness. It's mostly oaky all the way through.
It's pretty good, though.
It leaves me with a very oaky finish, but the oak is not super bitter, which I tend to be turned off by. What?
Wait a minute.
I'm waiting. The minute is over.
Okay, so when you chew the big red cinnamon gum?
It's been a while, but okay.
Okay, and then you got that taste on your tongue afterwards?
Cinnamon?
Yeah, but like a muted cinnamon like
okay,
that.
Sure.
I have that.
Tastes like cinnamon. That's what she said. That was a long way of saying it tastes like cinnamon.
No, it was a more interesting way of saying it tastes like cinnamon. But yeah, like you chewed the gum.
A little bit. It is kind of a very muted, like the finish is kind of a muted oaky cinnamon, but it's not like a super like spicy cinnamon.
No.
Overall, pretty good whiskey. Not something that I would just go back to a whole bunch, but overall, not bad. If you have one, try it. Yeah, but it's
definitely worth trying.
I'm just not like, this is one of those. It's like, I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I got to experience it. Not buying another bottle. Really, you're gonna go back. You're gonna go into a liquor store and you're gonna see this and something you've never tried, and you're gonna pick that again.
No, probably not.
There's always something I've never tried. Piggy Express is in Texas, in the house. TX is pretty good stuff. My first ever bottle. Nice.
Artificial cinnamon.
Pretty sure there's a Burn by Rocky Patel at the Battery in Atlanta. I don't know what that sentence means at all. Like, none of that.
He's saying that he thinks that same restaurant that the other guy in Indianapolis said he works at, they have one in Atlanta.
Gotcha.
I'm glad I could clear that up for you, babe.
Burn by Rocky Patel is the bar in Indiana, but that's his bar.
No, he works at it.
No, Kai says you should visit my bar.
No, he works at the bar.
So Burn by Rocky Patel is in Indiana.
I think he works at it.
I mean, he says it's my bar.
Well, yeah, but if you work at it, it's your bar. If you're the bartender, it's your bar. Right? Like, this is your bar.
If you're the bartender, am I getting free drinks? Is that how this works?
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. Because if I get free, like, I'm going to have like 6 people with me, 7 people with me.
Or maybe it's just me.
It's much harder for me to get free drinks when I have 6 or 7 people. When I'm rolling with my crew.
Nah, well, we got to take
like, when we rolling deep. When we got the entourage.
I'm going to roll in deep.
It's hard to get free drinks. I'm going to be honest with you. But if you got a cool bar, man, we may check it out. Hit me up. Revan Lee Drums just stumbled upon this in my For You. Well, welcome, man. I appreciate you joining. You're just catching the tail end of this. Hopefully you're not judging us by that. But take it easy. No FOMO. An artificial cinnamon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that leaves in my mouth.
Sean, I'm definitely an Auburn fan. So
War Eagle.
Brian, let's see. You got the Atlanta. Let's see. Where were we at? Honestly think New Riff should be a blind against Blanton's. If I had one, I'd do that. I think it could probably do all right. But again, I haven't had a New Riff, so I don't know. My hands keep sticking. We have got, like, I'm serious. If I leave my hands like this, the skin is just going to be peeling off of them. This is a very sticky bar at this point.
Very sticky bar.
Got a 97 250 7.3 diesel with a 50-gallon tank. I can leave cranked for a couple of days.
Cranked.
I don't know.
I don't know if we could sleep.
That seems out of context. Like, what are we doing? What did I miss?
No, about leaving all the cars in your yard. You're not like.
I don't need to leave it cranked. I just need something really ugly sitting outside. Okay. Albert's enjoying the Jack Daniel's Triple Mash and Bonded. I think both of those are exceptional. Adam likes the TX. I thought the TX was good. It's just like next time if I go and this is sitting there and something I've never had sitting there, I'm just going to pick the I've never had. Like it doesn't.
It's a solid.
It does not cross the I'm going to buy this over something I've never had threshold.
Right.
But there's some bottles like that. That's like, hey, I just have this if I see this, I'm buying it. This one doesn't cross the if I see it, I'm buying it. But it's good. Mm-hmm. Like there's nothing wrong with it. If somebody gives you a bottle or if you're kind of into this kind of flavor profile, I think it's a pretty good bottle of whiskey. Fox, yes, I have the Rebel 10 on the bar over there. It's pretty good. The Howler Head by Dana White is the best celebrity flavored whiskey. That's on the list. I have not had it yet. It is on our list of bottles to obtain.
Who is Dana White?
Dana White is like UFC, Ultimate Fighting. People that like sweat on each other and just kind of wrestle and kick each other in the face and stuff. We're not really into sports where people kick each other in the face. We're more into sports where people wear helmets for safety.
Got it.
Don't watch a lot of fighting around here.
Mm-mm.
No.
That's why I didn't know who it was. But...
Triple mash and what cream?
Ooh.
I don't know what they're asking. Heavy cream? What?
Heavy cream.
What in the world are we talking about?
Somebody said something earlier about...
Triple mash and bonded?
I don't know. Anyway.
Sorry, Jason. Not sure. We're talking about a lot of stuff. If I missed it, I apologize. International Delight or Blue Chair Cream Coconut. Are some folks, maybe some folks are way behind. I don't know, where we were like doing
the coconut milk.
Are y'all way behind on the coconut milk? Do they have they didn't have barrel proof TX when I bought this. This was the only one they had for sure. All right, checking in over on TikTok. Been down the Scotch rabbit hole lately. I haven't, no, but I'm about to. Non-alcoholic mixers. I'm not the guy to ask for that. Elijah Craig is like super
I saw some
spicy.
at the store today, though.
What'd you see? Did you buy them?
I did not buy them because it was not what we were doing tonight, but I have bought some.
My favorite non-alcoholic mixer is Coke, and then I mix it with alcohol. So I take the Coke, and then I just put alcohol in it, and it's the non-alcoholic portion of the alcoholic drink.
Okay, gotcha.
Whoa. I break some Glens.
Whoa.
It happens. Oh, yeah. Super spicy Elijah Craig. I'm not a huge fan of like Elijah Craig barrel strength, but like normal Elijah Craig, I don't find that super spicy. So maybe your taste buds are a little different. Trying your beginner bottles. Nice. I mean, and again, for those that don't know, we have a YouTube video where we went over our top 5 bottles for beginners, which is 8 bottles because math. So check that out. Yeah, youtube.com/Brewzle. Should be able to find that. If you're over on TikTok, make sure you hit those likes. If you're joining on YouTube, like, why not like the freaking video? I don't know. Maybe because I didn't ask you to like the video. But I have now, so
like the video, please.
Yeah, Shane, I keep all of my bourbon at room temperature. Like, if you throw it in the freezer, it really does change the whiskey. So, but however you like drinking it, man, I'm not judging. If you've got bourbon, you want to throw it in the freezer, I don't give a shit. Like, throw it in the freezer.
Some people say wine should go in the fridge. And
but it does change it. So, like, for most of mine, I'm looking for the most flavor I can get out of it. So I don't drink it over ice. I don't really want it chilled or cooled if I'm drinking it neat. A cocktail, sure, throw it over ice. But I'm just having trouble with my sticky ass bar. I'm just gonna put my hands behind my back. My go-to sipping bourbon, Weller Antique 107. TikTok knows I have to finish my Angel's Image. Finish it. Like, just polish it. We got a Bottle Kill channel over on the Discord. Finish it, post it over there. Let me know your thoughts on it. There is Kentucky Owl confiscated on the second. There's a Kentucky Owl confiscated somewhere behind me. If by second shelf you mean up top, probably yes. TX or Fireball? TX, yes, absolutely 1,000. It's not the when I say it tastes like cinnamon, we're not talking about the same thing, man. It's not like Fireball cinnamon, which is like super artificial cinnamon, right? It's not a liqueur with a bunch of sugar and crap in it.
No. This
is more of a whiskey with a little bit of a cinnamon flavor to it. Do you want Auburn to go after Kiffin? Okay, so again, I apologize for everybody that's not into football because I'm about to get into it just a little bit here. I promise it'll only take a minute. If they hire Kiffin, I won't be disappointed. I think he's a good coach. I think he could do a pretty good job at Auburn. I think he's just going to, just like Ole Miss, use Auburn to move on to some other job. I really think his desire is to be the Alabama head coach at some point. And honestly, I think his best chance to be the Alabama head coach when Nick Saban retires is to stay at Ole Miss. But he could go to Auburn. He could jump to Alabama if he really, really wanted to, and he did a good job here. But at the same time, I just don't think Kiffin's the best fit culturally. I think, somebody like, honestly, I think somebody like Dion would be more interesting. Culturally, I don't know if he works as well, but fantastic recruiter. Unsure on the coaching aspect of it, but you're going to have the best athletes. You're going to win a lot of games if you hire the best assistants. So, I would be most excited if Dion gets hired, to be honest. I think, I'll be excited if Kiffin gets hired. Anybody but what we've been through the last 2 years is going to be good. My concern is that we get a little ahead of our skis there and get a little excited and we hire Cadillac as the head coach. I love Cadillac. I love Cadillac. I love what he's done to Auburn. In 2 games, he's got us excited. He's galvanized the team. He's done a lot of really good things for Auburn, and I would love to maybe groom him to maybe be the head coach, 5 or 10 years from now. But right now, that would be a mistake to hire him long term,
but he definitely
honestly.
Needs to be on
love the guy, and I hope
staff.
he stays on the staff. Yes.
Yeah,
so,
he's awesome.
What's a good whiskey for an old fashioned? Jill's favorite is Ancient Age 10 Star. That's what we go through the most here with old fashions. Kev Rock puts glass in the freezer. Nice. What's the cheapest Weller? Weller Special Reserve. And my favorite is going to be William LaRue, but Weller, but like on the regular side that you might be able to get, Weller Antique 107. Yeah, Piggy, go find the Antique 107. I love it. Mark Jansen from Auburn, Alabama in the chat. Man, right down the road. We're just over in Opelika. Yeah, so Ricky, that's my concern. Like, we almost beat Mississippi State. Probably should have beat Mississippi State. Then we beat Texas A&M. We've got a lesser school that we might lose to, but honestly, if we play like we have the last 2 weeks, we'll beat them. And then if something freakish happens and we beat Alabama, we're going to hire Cadillac as the head coach. And that would be a mistake. Because it's like hiring, like, so for those that don't know, Cadillac Williams is a running back that played for Auburn, had an undefeated season, went on to a pro career, come back coaching. So it'd be like hiring one of your kids. And believe me, I know because I have one of my kids working for me. And not to say it's not working out, but like once you hire one of your kids, once you hire family, it's really awkward if you need to fire them. Like it's really like you just give them many more chances than you probably need to then eventually let them go. And that's going to be what it's like with Cadillac. Like, it's not going to be easy to break those bonds. B. Shank had Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, thought it lacked flavor. I think Evan Williams Bottle and Bond's fantastic. Now, you're drinking it neat in a Glencairn. If you're drinking it over ice, that's a different story. Old Granddad 114 for an old fashioned. Really good. High proof, pretty good stuff. Let me catch up over here on YouTube. I'm a little behind. Someone shared a recipe of Jack Triple Mash mixed with cream? Okay. I missed that. That might be interesting to try. Jason says it was Dr. Oh, you talking about mixed? Yeah, realistically, I like Coke better than Dr. Pepper for a mixed drink, for sure. Yeah, Keith. I always do me. Doormat out here looking like Ricky Bobby. Doesn't know what to do with his hands and that sticky. Yeah, Jill wiped it off for me.
I wiped it off.
It's like, what do I do with my hands?
Good night, Uncle Nate.
Tuberville is not. I mean, Tuberville is a senator for the state of Alabama, guy. We won't talk about. We're gonna stay away from politics. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Cadillac, Jason. I love Cadillac, and I love what he's done for the team, and I think it's really good. He's got the fan base excited again. Still not the right guy to hire for the head coaching job right now. So, live in Boise, we had Harsin. He was in over his head down there. Yeah, it was just. Like, I think Harsin could be a good coach. It was just a terrible fit.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a terrible fit. He didn't know what it took to do it in the SEC. Like, it's next level. And so you gotta have next level effort, and I don't think he put that into it. So I do believe he was in over his head a little bit. Triple Mash Fred Minnick review compared to actual taste. I thought Fred Minnick's review was actually pretty close. So Fred Minnick, we did a tasting notes on that. And Fred Minnick compared it to like walking into like a Gatlinburg pancake house and having all the syrups, like a raspberry syrup and all the stuff. And I get a lot of those notes on it. So obviously what he's saying is a bit of a dramatization and a little bit over the top when it comes to the actual flavors you get. But I think it was a pretty fair and accurate representation of the flavors in that whiskey. Kiffin, no, I do believe that Lane Kiffin right now is very much leveraging Auburn for a raise where he is. Like his agent is Jimmy Sexton, which is the most well-known and most powerful agent in the business, and I don't think he's coming to Auburn. And honestly, I think that might be best. We're going to go after Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin's going to turn us down, at least publicly, whether we offered him or not. That's how it's going to play out in the media. And then we may or may not dabble with Hugh Freeze, which, again, think he could be a good coach. Dude, probably not a good guy, but, win some football games. I'm not hanging out with you. I don't care if you're a good guy. Win some freaking football games. Don't date the co-eds. Win some football games. Like, that's all I really ask for, which you might not get from Lane Kiffin. Don't do anything to get fired. Win some football games. So... don't know if we'll make the pull on Hugh Freeze just because of the baggage that comes with him. And then we'll settle for Deion Sanders, which probably, honestly, I think would be the best hire. So we'll see. Try Jack and Coke slushy for college. Oh, I love Jack and Coke. Jack and Coke slushy would be fantastic.
A slushy.
It would be great. What bourbon do you recommend for someone who hasn't tried it yet but interested? Augustine, look at my videos. I've got top 5 bourbon for beginners. Start there. Probably an Old Forester 86 proof. Elizabeth, return to drown my sorrows. Elvis Rye is pretty good. So Elizabeth says the Elvis Rye is pretty good. I should have bought the Elvis stuff.
Should have got it.
Yeah, Albert, I think you're right on Fred Bennick being spot on with his review of Triple Mash and Body.
Oh, that was the Jack Daniels Triple Mash and Body. Okay.
What's your activity pour, chilling pour, and your relaxing pour? First of all, Adam, look at me. I don't have any activity. What are you talking about? If I'm doing activities, I'm not drinking for the first part. And chilling and relaxing are kind of the same thing, aren't they? I don't know. Like, I don't...
No, I think you can... I think they could be a little different.
I don't know if I have any differences, honestly. Like, when am I chilling or relaxed? I don't chill or relax.
He doesn't do well with either one of those things.
I'm just doing stuff all the time, or I'm irritated that I'm not doing stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's why he doesn't like my trips.
It's kind of funny. It's funny because I'm pretty laid back. It's weird, and I'm gonna peel the curtain back a little bit. I'm gonna reveal a little bit about myself. I probably shouldn't tell you.
Don't peel the curtain.
I'm pretty laid back. I'm a laid back dude. I don't really get a whole lot upset about much of nothing. I like to meander through life as much as possible, but realistically, I'm always doing something. So like, it's funny when people they're like, this dude's kind of chill. He's not doing anything. He's just always hanging out and not doing a whole lot, having a good time. No, I'm always working and doing something. But that's what makes me happy is building something and doing stuff. So I'm laid back while I'm doing stuff, but I got to be doing something has to be progressing. I have to be doing something or I get a little irritated. So I don't really I don't chill a whole lot and I don't relax a whole lot. I'm doing stuff. So I'm pretty chill while I'm doing stuff though. I like to think.
Well, you want to chill. You like to chill because you Adam Fam Tam says, it's like with people. That's how you chill. Like with your friends. You have your friends over and you chill.
Don't have a lot of friends.
Yes, you do.
Name a couple.
You're so crazy. Me? I'm your best friend.
Okay. I just do stuff.
Yeah.
Always doing stuff. What's a good bourbon to introduce to my wife that doesn't drink bourbon? I will introduce my wife here who doesn't drink bourbon to answer that question.
Well, I'm going to go with what I've just tried the most recent. I do like Ancient Age. I do like that.
Okay. 90 proof.
I like that a lot. But I did try this one recently. And it's I like this a lot.
Frey Ranch?
Frey Ranch.
Are you showing the logo?
I think so.
I think you were.
Yeah. And so this one is 90 proof. I think this will be a good one. It's really good. I like this one a lot. I actually had a pour of it tonight while I was cooking dinner because I like it. And I don't usually go back to the same one. It's not like let me have a pour of that again. But I did this one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You really like an Old Forester 86 proof. What you want to do, you want to try, you have, but we'll go back to it. You probably forgot it.
I didn't go back to it.
You need to try variety, right? Ease her in. Probably start with some mixed drinks. Like Jill really started with an old fashioned.
Yeah.
And then worked her way into some bourbon. So, Eat Local New York got a Weller 12. Nice. I'm about to do a video on what it takes to get a Weller 12. So, I'm thinking about that content right now. What's my hope for my content channels? Where do you want to go from here? That's a good question.
That is a great question.
I own it's a complicated question, though. I own a small business. We do a lot of e-commerce development. So I own a small e-commerce agency, and that's going really well. I think we've got a lot of opportunity for that over the next few years. But the bourbon content is growing like crazy. Like we're going to have 100,000 subs on YouTube by the end of this month, probably. Like I would be surprised if we don't make it. Like that is just I can't wrap my head around it. Like y'all got to understand, crazy. I grew up in a town of 200 people. I can't wrap my head around 100,000 people subscribing, or the fact that we do 15 million views across TikTok and YouTube a month right now. And so 210,000 followers we've passed on TikTok. So like I really didn't have any ambitions for this content. But like now that it's grown so much, like I enjoy hanging out with the folks here and having a good time. Now I've got Jill to enjoy that as well. And so like, I don't know, like it would be great if this could generate enough revenue to fund some dumb ideas. Like realistically, like I don't need the money to make a living, but someday it might be good to be like, you understand. I only create the content we create right now. I do in a few hours a week. Like we live stream and then I spend like a couple hours a week just shooting videos. What could we do if I had more time to spend on it? Right? How far could we go? We could post instead of like 3 shorts a week and 2 long forms. We could do, 7 shorts and 3 long forms if I had more time to spend toward it. So if it, would contribute to the income, maybe we could do that. If we, we're trying to do barrel picks, we're trying to build our own like brand maybe where we could buy source whiskey. Like realistically, it's just like how much fun can we have with this? I don't know if I really want to make it a job. It's just like how much stupid crap can we do to have a lot of fun here?
And travel.
Like we're doing a lot of travel right now. Like we're going to I got to go to Indianapolis for work. We're going to film like searching for bourbon in Indiana. We're going to go to Louisville, searching for bourbon in Kentucky. So this could turn into some stuff. We've talked to a producer. I haven't heard from them in a while. They got busy on another project, but we talked to a producer about possibly doing a TV show. Like that's a thing. Like we could go, like sky's the limit at this point. So I don't really have a lot of ambitions because I didn't start this to be ambitious. We started this because this content's a lot more fun than the content I have to create for work, and we can maybe get a little more views and have a little more fun with it. So don't know. That's a tough question, but I appreciate it. William Moon says we could be best friends, man. I think so too, William. I think so too.
No, you're my best friend.
Okay. You could be my second, like, BFF.
Where are we doing the barrel pick? Who are we picking a barrel
So
from?
our first barrel pick, we got right here, BWK, or BW Custom says need to get a private label of barrel made. So we have talked to Barrel Craft Spirits, the maker of like Barrel Seagrass and those things. Like you see,
okay.
Yeah. So we are going up there to do our first Brewzle store pick. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm pretty freaking nervous about it because a barrel of whiskey costs a freaking fortune. Like, I just bought a really nice Lincoln Continental, and this barrel is going to cost 50% more than this really nice Lincoln Continental. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have it. Like, I just don't have it. Like, I'm trying to build a garage. I'm going to have to pull it out of the garage money and hope to God I get it back before the garage gets built. So that I can, I'm trying to get my cars out of the weather. So I'm a little nervous about the store pick just because I've got to sell like 200 bottles just to kind of break even. Not really trying to make any money off of it. But we're going up there. We're picking that later this month. We'll have that first pick in January. I went to the local distiller. So there's a distiller, John Emerald here in Opelika. The owner lives right across the road from me. Like, we're literally freaking neighbors. Couldn't be better. So been talking to him. I went up there and hung out with him a couple of days ago. I think Friday I went up there and hung out with him. And he's starting a new bottle and bond bourbon that it's all like heirloom grains that he's growing here locally. And he's gonna start aging it, but it's gonna be 4 years before that's aged. And so if we buy that barrel from him, he said then we can start doing custom barrels. Like we can do anything we want, and he'll age them for us, and then we can private label them. He'll bottle them for us. Like we can work. He's pretty flexible. Do anything. Like as long as he's making a little bit off of it, dude's been awesome so far. Fun to talk to. Now that state of Alabama, a little more hard nosed, but he's been like, whatever you want to do, we'll figure it out. So we got a lot of options there, but this like the only thing holding us back is the revenue to do it because I got enough money to buy some bottles and film some videos, but you start spending $15,000 on a barrel of whiskey, and I go very broke very quickly, like one barrel, and I'm going to be selling the house kind of thing if that goes sideways. So, Let me catch up. Any suggestion for someone in a state that doesn't allow imports from other states? I honestly, Fallen, I don't know. Like if you're in a state that doesn't allow imports, just go to a liquor store and find what you find. Like there's a lot of good whiskey. Chris from Cincinnati Cancer Advisors here. Hope Vegas treated you well. Treated me fantastic, man. We need to catch up. So, Chris, I have an idea I'm going to run by you, and then we've got like there's some other things we need to talk about in regards to that. That there's some other like moving parts with the idea I have, but let's talk. Can't buy squat here. What state are you in, Fallen? So limited despite being a husband-wife loving combo. Gotcha. Let me catch up over here on YouTube. Cheers to all the hardworking folks who enjoy a good drink. Albert, welcome. Thank you for hanging out, man. Can't go wrong with Buffalo Trace as a start. That's a good suggestion there, Whiskey Lino. Frey Ranch, grain to glass. You can order it online and get it delivered. There you go. I'm curious as to what state Fallen's in. There's a few states that don't allow shipping, so you're just kind of screwed there. I've been hunting for a Weller 12 and MSRP since 2018. No luck. I found a couple since then, but I'm out right now, to be honest with you. Jason, thank you. I'm assuming that's in regards to the subscriber count. So, came from watching the What It Took to Get a Bottle of Blanton's video, Dovin says. And it's insane to me that you paid $90 for two. Out here in Southern California, it's $200. I didn't pay 90. So the Blantons. Well, what I did was the Blanton's video. I went and bought a bottle of Blanton's, and what did I get with the Blanton's? I think, or the bottle of Blanton's. I think I just got the Blanton's, maybe a Blanton's and a Buffalo Trace, and then I literally went to a liquor store after that and got another bottle of Blanton's. But the first Blanton's is like $60. If you get Blanton's at a state store here, it's $60. But you're gonna have to wait in line a couple hours.
$200 for one.
Don't forget that Infinity Bottle series. I understand. Did Heaven Hill stop selling Evan Williams Barrel Select? They stopped selling the single barrel Evan Williams. Yes, I did just find a case of it over in Auburn from, like, what was it, 2011. I thought it was okay. It wasn't wonderful. Jason says he'll get a bottle. So we're gonna post the bottles over in Discord when we have them. We're obviously gonna create some content. So when I go to taste it, we're gonna create a video about it. Maybe set up a mailing list so folks can go subscribe to them. Like I got to do everything I can marketing wise to try to make sure we sell these 200 bottles or so that come from this. Or I'm just gonna have to if you see me not post videos for a week, it's because I'm sulking about me going broke. And I've got like 100 bottles or so stacked up here. So, Fox, we're trying to figure out where the barrel pick's going to be available. We're going to have to find a retailer because I'm in Alabama. They won't give me a license. I called the state of Alabama ABC board and I said, can I get an online only retail license? And then we can just get the barrel shipped here and then I could just mail it out. They're like, no. They said you can deliver. You can have a retail store and deliver, but you can't have a retail store that mails, because how would you know how old the people are? Like, heaven forbid, you might mail it to somebody who's not 21 years old. And I'm like, dude, I'm in freaking e-commerce. This is problems we solve all the time. There's like 4 or 5 online age verification companies I could integrate the website with. And they're like, yeah, we don't give a shit. You can't do it. So we're kind of stuck there. So we're going to figure it out. My favorite car at SEMA, dude, my favorite, like the one I was drooling over, there was a white fastback Mustang that was lowered, had the big like fender flares on it, like the big fender humps, because it was slammed so low to the ground. That was the one that was freaking gorgeous. But like, James, my goal next year is to have a booth with a car in it. So we're thinking about starting an an automotive channel with an e-commerce slant for work. So we're starting to talk about doing a lot more automotive content, and my goal is to have a booth with a car in it next year. Most expensive whiskey pour you've ever had? Probably that Pappy 15 up there. Pretty good stuff. I'd say that. I mean, I've had a Pappy 22, I think it was, at a bar. That was all right. I like the 15 better. I have had CYPB. Good. Didn't like it better than the 107, but I'm weird. I may be wrong. It's all cool. Adam wants a bottle. B is for Build. I like B is for Build. I like the channel. I used to watch some of their stuff. I'm kind of been busy, but What's my Discord? Do we have any mods in here? I don't know if we have any mods.
Uncle Nate went to sleep.
Uncle Nate went to bed, so we may not have any Discord links. Let me see if I can scroll back, grab that Discord right there. I'm going to copy that link address, and then I'm going to post the Discord. I don't think it was his Mustang. I'll be honest. Ooh, that's not it. Look at that. What in the world?
That was a bunch of stuff.
Lord, it got crazy over there when I tried to post that link. I don't know if it may have been his. Now, see, I saw Beers for Build stuff a couple of years ago when he did like the. All right, so I just pinned Nate's message for the Discord, so you ought to be able to see the Discord as a pinned thing here. So it might have been. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff the last year. He did. It was white. It was a white Mustang. Whoever did that was really good. Now I saw his Hurricane he did that was all carbon fiber, and honestly, it was a little rough. He rushed that a little bit, so it was a little iffy. But that was like 2 or 3 years ago. What's the best way to start a tasting channel? Trey, just do, man, do. Do or do not. There is no try, right? Do. Now the question is do you want to start a channel? Do you want to have a good time? Do you want to go for views? Because those are two different things, right? There's a lot of people on TikTok that have a great time. They have some friends. They get on each other's live streams. They communicate back and forth. They're sending each other samples, and they're having a blast, but they don't get a ton of views. Yeah. And that's fun. Nothing wrong with that. Honestly, that may be the way. That may be the best way. I try to push for views, so we try to make sure everything's like super produced, super edited. We experiment every once in a while with something a little less polished, but we go all in. So it just depends on how crazy you want to go as far as like the technical implementation of the content. But just do, man. There's a lot of really cool, fun people over on TikTok. Just have fun with it. Chef said I could put him down for 2 bottles. Thank you. Darren, yeah, like I said, be on Discord, but I'm going to create some videos around it. Don't worry. Jackson, yeah, TX is good stuff. Preset, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. BW. So when we do this, we got to do the barrel pick. We don't owe money until it hits the retailer. So I've got to figure out, like, Barrel has some retailers they're going to recommend. I'm still waiting on their recommendations. We're going to talk to them and see if we can't do a pre-sale. That's what I'm hoping for. But, like, I got to make sure I communicate that with everybody because it is a little, like, I don't want anybody to get agitated because they bought a bottle and then it's like 2 months before they get it. Yeah. So we're trying to figure out how to time that, right? Tuning in from Decatur, Alabama. Nice. Our government needs to get out of the liquor business. I understand that. Maybe, Darren, maybe. I might just try to go pick up some from the retailer. We'll see. Like, I might try to keep a certain number of them here. Darren says drop the Discord link over. The Discord link is in my bio, Darren, over on TikTok. So we've got a link tree. The Discord link should be in the bio there. Your buddy Montel Bellamy? Is that your buddy, Montel Bellamy? There's not too many Montels.
There's not too many Montels.
There's Montel Jordan that sang a really popular song in the 90s, and Montel Bellamy. I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah.
And if it's Montel Bellamy,
we just call him Jesse.
We just call him our son.
He just like, Montel is like his fancy name for strangers, so we just call him Jesse. Yeah, Trey, that's it. Just do that and film it, man. And then if you want views, then just continue to refine that and try to get better. He did a mid-engine. Actually, I think that was a mid-engine, James. So it may have been his. It may have been his because it was a beautiful, beautiful car. So we've got a sponsor, or not a sponsor. We've got a partner that may sponsor a race car build for next year. And I've got just an insane freaking idea for a really cool race car I want to build. And I just need the funds to do it. This is another one of those really dumb ideas.
Just need the funds.
It's another really dumb idea that doesn't live in reality or practicality at all whatsoever. And I'm trying very much to get this partner to sponsor them creating one, us creating one, and creating a lot of content around it next year for marketing for our business. Montel Williams, 90s Talk Show. There you go. 3 Montels. There are only 3 Montels.
There's 3 of them.
All black, by the way. So
only one of them is our son, though.
Yeah. So it's that's. I'm hoping that works out, and we could do some dumb things automotive wise, because those are my favorite things, right? I love bourbon. I love automotive. Not at the same time. Don't give me that crap. And e-commerce. Like, those are the things I spend all of my time on. Barrel has wide flavor profile. Okay, so Fox, like what I told Barrel, I have a store pick from Total Wine and More called Grandma's Peach Pie. And it's a barrel bourbon private selection. It's a blend of 4 different bourbons of different ages. And it is freaking delicious. And that's what we're going for. I don't want a finished whiskey. I don't want anything over oaked. We're going to go with one of their blends of like 4 different bourbons, one of their private select blends. And we'll see. Like, they're supposed to give me like 8 of them, I think. That's the number I have in my head when we go there. And we're taking like a panel of 6 people, including myself. And so we'll see what comes out of that tasting. If you're passionate about something, share what you know, and the views will come. Exactly, Albert. Now, realistically, you got to have a decent production. Like, you got to play the platforms games to really get the views.
Wait a minute. I got to step in here because I just had a thought.
Uh-oh.
So, you in this panel of 5 people for a total of 6, there are no women in that panel, are there?
Women suck.
That is not cool.
I kid.
Are there any ladies?
No, there are not. But none of them. Listen, okay, here's the thing.
I think you should push for me to be in there.
98% of our viewers are males.
I understand, but you've got to have...
98. That's why, like, every time, usually it's over on YouTube. Every once in a while, someone with a female name will show up, and I'm like, oh my God.
Okay,
that's
but look,
that's like one of 2% of the people who watch our stuff.
Every time I've been on a live or involved in it, I always get the question, well, how do I get my wife to like bourbon, or my girlfriend or my, significant other to like bourbon? Well, like, you can't just go with a bunch of guys and pick out a bourbon.
Here's the thing. They told me I could have 6. How about you just go with me, and then we just see if they say anything.
Well, okay.
We just might have to split a lunch.
Don't you guys think?
Honestly, that's all it really boils down to, is we may have to split a lunch. They're providing lunch.
I don't need to. Oh, that's fine.
Then just go. They're not going to kick you out.
I think you need a woman's, opinion.
I agree. Ramirez, we got a video on that. Top 5 bourbon for beginners. It's 8 bourbons. Pick one. Buy it. I would probably, if you're just picking your first one, Old Forester 86 proof. You have it. So BWK Customs, I don't have an auto channel right now. I have an e-commerce channel. Like, we haven't done a whole lot on TikTok. We have an e-commerce channel on YouTube. It's really small. It's really technical. It's really niche. But we do a lot of e-commerce for automotive brands. So we build a lot of websites for automotive brands. And so we're talking about doing more automotive content. Like, nobody wants to watch e-commerce content. Realistically, I get it. We provide a very technical service, and if you have a problem, you search, you find our content, you watch it once,
right,
and then you bounce.
And you're done.
And the next video I drop, you don't watch because your problem's solved and you moved on with life and you're doing whatever you're into. So because we do a lot of automotive stuff, we're talking about doing more automotive content, maybe with an e-commerce slant. So we're talking about building an automotive channel. Like, that's what's next. I love cars. And I enjoy bourbon, but if it's like one thing I could do for the rest of my life, where I would never get tired of it. I would just, like, if I had a content channel and a niche where I could just create content and do something for the rest of my life, it would be cars. I'd be honest with you. Like,
he'd have a whole yard full of cars.
If I could just piddle on cars for the rest of my life, I would be a very happy man. Hank, I'm an Opelika, over here in college at Auburn, but the only bourbon goonie here? Dude, there's a lot of Auburn students that end up at the drop, so you're not the only one, you just haven't found them.
Yeah.
Blade and Bow's pretty good. I like Blade and Bow. It's a little, like, simple one note, a little on the sweet side, but it's still pretty good. Longbranch, maybe, we got one, I think. Did we drink it all? We might have drank all of it. I think it might have got drank, and I think you might have the empty bottle. Longbranch, I wouldn't give Longbranch. Longbranch is kind of finished on like some mesquite, so it's got a little oakiness to it. I wouldn't suggest that necessarily for an entry level. I would want to work you into that. Hoosier, she's always right, man. Realistically, she's always right.
Yes.
You should have sold me your IROC. There was a kid rocking around here that had like an 80s IROC. It was like surface rust, but it was like solid, no dents. But it was white with a little surface rust T-top IROC from the 80s. Like, I love that car. And I told that dude, I was like, if you ever sell this car, here's my number. I'll text you. If you ever sell this car, you need to call me. Because all it needed was a sand and a paint. And honestly, I wouldn't even have done that. I'd have popped T-tops out. I'd have rocked it around. And I don't know if he ever sold it. But then the pandemic happened, and like he quit coming to our car meets. I quit going to the car meets. I lost touch. But yeah, I love T-tops. Didn't care for it at all, and I'm near the distillery.
Wow.
Well, bottled in 007.
We're gonna have to disagree.
If you don't like Frey Ranch, don't take any of my suggestions because it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
3K, super
really
clean, no
liked it.
dents, no rust.
Oh. Okay. He's going to have to recover from that. I'm sorry.
I need a car with
But
T-tops.
you don't need
still.
any more cars, babe.
I do need more cars,
No,
still.
babe.
I need a T-top car. I don't have any T-top cars.
Well, you would tell me I don't need any more trips.
But you got like 7 planned by the end of the year?
Like, I'm not going to stop you from buying cars as long as you don't stop me from taking trips.
The 3000 GT for VR4. Nice. That's a beautiful car. Those are cool. I'm a little burned on 90s cars, though, because I've been working on the Corrado, and that's a bitch. Like, the Corrado's a bitch. So the 78 Trans Ams were, like, the late models they used to be so affordable, and they're going super, super expensive. My dad had an IROC 84. I told him if he ever wanted to sell it, let me know, and he didn't. That's kind of the friggin' problem. Dropping the Pinto. I'm going to pass on the Pinto, although, honestly,
Ford Pinto.
I almost bought a Chevette not too long ago. I'm going to be straight with you. There was a Chevette came on Facebook Marketplace that was absolutely perfect. Black, red pinstripe, red interior, bucket seats, manual transmission, 4-banger, absolutely perfect, pristine, like 84 Chevette.
Ooh.
And I was like, this is a rear wheel drive, like so much fun, so much stupidity in that car. Like,
Right down
God,
the alley.
I need a YouTube channel where it just affords me to buy really dumb cars.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Bourbon,
need a YouTube channel that affords me to buy really dumb trips.
you do. You need to start one. Bourbon Bites, this is their first live stream, so we've probably set a really poor expectation. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I don't know if this live stream is particularly better than most of them or particularly worse, but it is particularly different. So it's one of those two, I'm sure. I would, much to my wife's dismay on the cars. Mm-hmm. Templeton Rye 10-year. Haven't had that one. I need to try it. Bottled from your bottle selection, I see so many better than. Oh yeah. I'm not saying they're not something better than Frey. I'm not saying the Frey's the best whiskey I've ever had.
But it's
I'm just
really
saying
good.
we just got it. I like it.
We
but
just
I do.
tried it last week?
What I need is like a 78 Firebird there, Nino. I need like a 78 Firebird. That's what I need.
All right, it's 10:56.
We were only supposed to go to 10 o'clock. Why did you just let us keep going?
Why did I?
Yeah.
I didn't. You did.
So that 3000 GT has quite the collection for sale in Nebraska. If you're going to make me a deal, man, join the Discord. Let me know.
Oh, my goodness, no.
I just bought 2 Lincolns.
Yeah, you got to stop on the cars for
and
a
I'm
little
trying
bit.
to buy whiskey.
We got to do trips instead of cars
I'm going
now.
to be honest with you, 3000 GT. I'm a little broke when it comes to. I'm a little car poor right now. Mm-hmm. Here's my problem. I can't sell any of them. Mm-mm. That's the problem. I keep buying them. I can't sell them. I buy something. I was like, I got a Corrado. Okay, I fixed the Corrado up. I'm not going to sell the Corrado. I can use that to buy something else. My wife's like, no. You bought that from a friend of ours. That car's very sentimental to him. I was like, you're right. Dang it. I'm just going to give it back to him. So I just gave it back to him. And then I have the Super Bee. I have a 2014 Dodge Charger Super Bee. And I was like, well, that car's been broke. Now it's fixed. It's worth a bunch of money. I could sell it. I could buy another car. She's like, no. The kids love that car. Like, that's the car they remember. That's the car they identify you. Yep. Like, that is you to them. It's like, dang it, you're right. I can't sell the Super Bee. So, like, and then I have a 72 F100. My granddad bought that truck brand new. That was his welding shop truck. Everybody in my entire family would murder me if I sold that truck, nor would I ever sell that truck. But it's like, I can't sell that truck. So, like, I just keep getting cars I can't get rid of, unfortunately. So, if you can find a 75 to 78 Cutlass Grand Prix with T-tops. Okay, so, Nino, we got a little history here. So, my first car was, that I claim, is an 81 Oldsmobile Cutlass. Realistically, though, technically, my first car was a 78 Oldsmobile Cutlass. But I bought this Oldsmobile Cutlass, rusted out quarter panels, blown engine, never could get a title for it. So it ended up getting, like, given back to the guy I bought it from or scrapped. I don't even remember what happened to it. And then I bought the 81 Cutlass. Didn't have T-tops, but what I wanted was a Grand National. And so within the next few years, I am buying a Grand National.
Oh,
like, this is
gosh.
going to happen. I'm not saying my next car purchase, because I may buy a race car, but one of my next few car purchases will be a T-top Buick Grand National. That is the car I wanted when I turned 16. Could not afford that car. Going to buy it. 3000 GT has a 72 Caddy Coupe de Ville. They're trying to get rid of, Jim. How good a shape? Now, it's a Coupe de Ville. Like, it's the big boy. Like, I'm a Lincoln Continental guy. But that's still pretty respectable. I'm not selling the G60. I'm not buying a VR6 either. Ruben said, did I win? What are we winning? I don't know. I don't know what we were giving away. Whiskey Myers, have it. That TX is pretty good. I know one with an 80 nation. You talking about an 80 Grand National? Oh. The caddy slammed on bags and paint. So I've been debating putting bags on the Lincoln. I just can't bring myself to do it.
Slammed on bags.
All right, guys, we are going to call it. I have to get a little bit of sleep tonight. I got to film like 5 or 6 videos tomorrow. I got a whole
gotta go
full
get
day.
Maggie and take Maggie.
Oh, I got to go pick up the Lincoln. It's at my mechanic having a little work done. Then I got to take her. The universal joint is bad, so I got to take her to a drive shaft specialist to have that taken care of. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. It was a lot of fun. This was a fun live stream.
Had fun.
Y'all let me know in the chat, though. Do y'all like this live stream? Like, we obviously did something a little different tonight. We had several different segments where we tried different things. We're trying to really work on building more of a show and some different stuff that may be a little more interesting and appealing. So y'all let me know if this is fun. Yeah, we're going to make some car videos. Probably not so much on the Brewzle channel, but we're going to start another one. So more live streams. I appreciate it. Chris said it had a good time. Skylar had a good time. Ken says, winner, winner. Nice. Hoosier with the thumbs up. Appreciate everybody hanging out, having a good time. We will catch up with y'all later. We're going to kill TikTok first here, I think.
Bye, everybody.
So,
see y'all in a couple weeks.
See y'all later on. She gonna see you in a couple weeks.
I'll be gone.
I'll be live on Wednesday. We got somebody who's starting an NFT-based whiskey club. I'm going to have them on Wednesday, and we're going to interview them.
Cool.
It's going to be like our first interview format live stream, so we're going to try something different. I have a million questions about how you start an NFT-based whiskey club. So you like buy in with a whole bunch of money into a whiskey club, and they do all sorts of crazy stuff. We're going to ask all the tough questions, because I don't know how this crap works. Like, NFTs just seem scammy to me, but I do like the idea of a whiskey club. So we're going to ask a bunch of questions. They're supposed to be sending me a bunch of whiskeys to blind and try. We're just going to have a conversation. So I'll have somebody remotely pulled in to the live stream on Wednesday. So that'll be a first for us on here. So be sure to tune into that Wednesday at 8 p.m. Again, hit the like button if you would. Join the Discord, TikTok. That is in my bio.
The NFT thing.
I agree. I'm with you. I agree with them. Now, it's not like an NFT to where you buy like a picture of an ape. It's not that. It's more of like a utility token to join a club, right? And if you own this token, you're in the club.
Right.
And then you could sell it. Like, it's a club that you could sell your membership to. That's how it works. I'm with you. It's a little weird. It's a little scammy. I'm with you guys. But, like, hell, let's have this guy on. Let's ask him a bunch of questions. Let's see how it works. Like, NFTs have some utility. For art, they're dumb. They're really dumb. For club membership, they're interesting, but I still have like 1,000 freaking questions. So we're going to have them on Wednesday. We're going to check that out. They're supposed to be sending some We are talking about bourbon heads, Dirty. So what do you think about that? Let me know. Appreciate it, Side Effect. So we talk about bourbon heads. So yeah, you can do it without the NFT. So we're gonna ask some questions. BK, Jason. So let me know. I just met BK, so don't know much about him yet. He just kind of reached out to me. We're gonna learn. We're gonna ask some questions. We're gonna find out what's going on with all of that.
Doesn't hurt to learn, right?
Hey, I'm excited about it. Like I like the concept too, Dirty. I like the concept. NFTs, you know, everybody gets scared, and it, you know, like anything crypto is kind of scammy right now. But it still doesn't mean that, you know, that's just kind of the industry wide. Doesn't mean they don't have some utilitarian function. Yeah. So
we're always learning.
I'm excited to find out what they're doing, and I will see y'all on Wednesday.
Good night.
See y'all later over on TikTok. All right, TikTokers are gone. Man, they don't give us any views over on TikTok. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, since we went to this like big live streaming, they don't give us any views over on TikTok. Like, they want you to stream on an iPad. They gave us all this capability, but it don't work. I'm trying to find my YouTube thing. Like, normally we would get 20,000 minimum, and we're doing like 5,000 or 6,000 views. YouTube, we still got 47 folks hanging out over. We've had 1,300 views. So overall, pretty good live stream. Like, what was our max peak? Anybody know what our max peak was? Looks like a little less than 100. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Somebody always ends up with an empty bag. I don't think it's that kind of NFT, Adam. So I don't think this is one of the. I don't think it's a scam. I still just have a lot of questions about how it would work. So we will find out. We'll get them here on Wednesday. We'll ask a bunch of questions, and it'll be a lot of fun. So thanks.
Y'all have fun.
Appreciate everybody joining. We'll catch up with y'all later.
That is very sticky.
What is it?
The coconut milk.
All right then.